Hey, yo! Welcome to episode 99 of Barz and Shotz. You got 3/4 of the clicker team. You got myself, Law 700. You got Jarrell, and you got Ant the Great One. What's going on, fellas?
Yo, what up? What up? What up? Hey, yo, shout out to Jay for that beat. How many bars y'all wrote to that while I was cooking for that?
I don't know. I already dissed Flaw off that already, man. Like
you did just that nigga's shoulders and everything.
I already
in
dissed
that
his
whole 30
shoulders.
seconds, right?
I mean, like
little 60-second clip.
with it.
Because I did write like a whole 8 real quick.
Yeah, shout out to Jay through with took him a minute, but we got it. We always got it.
It's all right. Like it's all right. We can stop talking about it now. Like it's all right.
Mm-hmm. You can do better, huh? Anything you can do, I can do better.
I ain't saying you did. Team Gemini. That's all I'm gonna say. Team Gemini.
I'm gonna keep it real. It's not like it'll be that difficult, Flaw. Stop playing.
I mean, that was basic though. That was basic. I mean, any of us could have came up with that. I ain't trying to diminish Jay's skills or nothing like that, but that was, that was basic. Like,
yeah, that ain't ninth wonder. That ain't ninth wonder over there.
You should go on the tutorial on YouTube and make a beat just like that, yo. You feel me?
Nah, we up there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We up there shitting on Jay. Shout out to Jay, yo.
Man, it's my guy.
Episode 99, Jarrell. Who you got?
Man, obviously the greatest 99 in sports history is Wayne Gretzky, but he is not the answer because we don't do that here.
Right?
It's probably I'm gonna go with Warren Sapp.
Let's go.
Warren Sapp. You know what I mean? For Flaw, Tampa Bay. For Flaw. But Warren Sapp.
Let's keep it a stack though. Let's keep it a stack though.
What's up?
That just shows to the greatness of Wayne Gretzky. Like you have to mention him, but
you have to mention him. Yo, you could be the most racist I'm against white athletes motherfucker ever, but I have to mention Wayne Gretzky. What person like he is the most dominant player in a team sport ever. Like and it's not even close. How do you leave the game being number one in points and assists? That don't make any sense when it comes to hockey.
Hockey different.
It will never. They said those records would never be broken.
And you'll know when the sport is in the dumpster when they say, because they say that about a lot of sports, and the next thing you know, every record gets broke every other year.
Not these.
Okay.
Hockey is a different animal though.
Yeah, he's basically Wilt Chamberlain, but we get to see it.
But remember,
you know what I'm saying?
Remember we said that about baseball. Then every year the home run record was broke. That shit stood for like 50 years, and the next thing you know, every year.
That's because of steroids though. Niggas was cheap.
I'm just saying.
You trying to say?
I'm saying when in 2021 going forward, I think that all those records and what we know, I think history is about to be out the window. I'm talking about black history. I'm talking about sports history. I'm talking about these kids don't care about nothing before them, and everything they do now is the greatest ever.
Yeah,
and
I get that.
Record books are about to be wiped out.
Yeah. You gotta think about it though. It's almost like that in every generation though. Like as time goes on, all athletes get bigger, stronger, and faster. It's just like Wilt Chamberlain was an alien. He was not supposed to be dropped off in the 60s.
That's what I'm saying. Is somebody going to break that record?
No.
But you can see Kobe's 80. What did he have? 80? 81?
Yeah, 81. 81 off all jump shots. That might not be broken again either. Like
but let's compare the 100 to the 81 that Kobe had to get. I just think that
the 81 that Kobe had to get was way harder. If that means,
I would say it's harder.
That's what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, matter of fact, he played the Knicks. Matter of fact, he was going up against like shoe salesmen. Like, bro. I'm not trying to say Wilt was dominant. You know what I'm saying? So I never try to put anything away from Wilt. He was just ahead of his time. Like nobody was that big and athletic. Like he made everybody keep talking about Bill Russell. Bill Russell seemed like a child compared to
Yeah.
Like he broke the rebound record on Bill Russell. He had 55 of them things on Bill. So don't talk to me about Bill Russell and his 10 championships or 11 championships. Cool, he had the best team. Wilt Chamberlain was Wilt Chamberlain though. And he used to bust his ass.
That's why we talk about Bill Russell because of the chips. But as far as individual play, it was always
Wilt killed him, yo. Wilt killed everybody.
And here's what people don't understand. This is what makes Jordan great to me.
Shout out to Roland in the chat.
Jordan had the individual stats and the team success.
Right.
Nobody else could put together like Jordan. That's why we.
That's because it's obviously a team game, and he was nasty before the team got nasty. So he used to get bounced in the first round or not make the playoffs sometimes because he was by himself.
Detroit used to bust his ass.
Right, but he was still averaging 30, so you know how nasty he was.
Right.
So then when he actually got teammates that can actually play, it was a wrap. Like it was over after that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Jordan losing but being great helped him because if he just was like a winner, I don't think we would have been able to see super Jordan. He would have averaged 30 and 1.
Right.
It wouldn't have been an attraction. Like you just wanted to see Jordan beat them.
And that's one of the reasons why I hate when people in our age range try to get on the young kids in the NBA.
Yeah.
Like dog, Jordan was in college for 3 years, and then it took him 7 years to actually finally win. So you talk about like 18 and 19-year-olds coming over here and want to average 20. Like you want them to just be an all-star right out the gate. Everybody can't be Zion Williamson. That's like 6'8", 300 pounds. Out the gym. Everybody can't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's not normal.
Or Luka have a professional career.
Luka is not normal. He's been playing professional basketball since he was 13 years old.
Yeah. It's a different sandwich.
That's not normal.
When you 13 and you was like 6'4" at 13 and was playing professional like men, and you just grew up to be 6'7" and be a dominant all-star in the next 4 years and then come over here and kill, that's not normal. That's not going to happen again for a very long time. That's why nobody thought he was going to be that good when he came over here. He wasn't picked first.
Right. I think Trae Young was picked before him, or they
traded Trae Young for him.
There we go.
Well, they traded him for Trae Young. Yes.
They were tied together. Hey, Jarrell, can you turn yourself down a little bit?
Oh, okay.
Like when you talk normal, you good, but when you put energy to it, it gives us that.
Oh, my bad. I get
a
little excited when we talk about sports. I'm sorry,
man. I'm just sitting here. I'm not a huge sports guy, but I fuck with sports. But I'm just sitting here like, okay,
yeah,
my bad.
Trae Young. I don't know who that is, but okay.
Word.
Oh, word.
Oh yeah, you really don't know.
I'm not a sports guy, bro.
That's all good. Yeah, you really don't know.
I'm a sports guy, but not a sports guy.
I see what you mean.
Episode 99, and the year was 1999, and there was a certain individual that was at his peak, man. We're gonna start this episode off with rest in peace to DMX, man. Darkman X, Earl Simmons, passed away after a week-long fight. I mean, from Friday to Friday, a week-long fight. He was in a coma the entire time, no brain movement. They found him he was brain dead 30 minutes by the time they found him. And he passed away. For those of us that's been mourning since the news broke, some of us didn't think he would pull through, and some of us there was a few scenarios that he's not going to pull through. If he does pull through, for what? X has been fighting the good fight since he's been born. Like,
right.
It's time to rest.
Mm-hmm.
So to some, it wasn't a sad day at all. It was a actual beautiful day that DMX got a chance. He gets a chance to rest for the first time. My aunt passed away March 1st, right? She had a stroke last year. And when I found out that she passed, I said, no more pain. People don't want to live like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you can't talk, you can't be active, you can't do nothing but whatever somebody else suggests you do or help you do. And for some people, that's misery. And so when X passed, I said the same thing, man. Now X can be at peace and rest because he's been fighting that good fight for 50 years, basically.
That's a yo.
Especially when you're struggling with addiction for half of it.
Yeah,
well, not more than half of it.
More than half of it.
1/3, like 2/3 of your life, you've been battling addiction since you were 14.
And fans can be selfish. The fans pulled through. X pulled through, but you guys, and then you get killed for not showing him too much love while he's here because you guys weren't there for X. I mean, at the end of the day,
he always got his flowers, bro. I don't want to hear that shit, bro.
Always. Bro. He always loved X,
bro.
You ain't got no choice to. Like, he was one of those undeniable figures that we always talk about.
How many episodes do we bring X up before this situation?
With no music, with no new music.
Right.
He ain't dropped nothing I liked in a long time.
Yeah,
X is X though.
X is X. But you know, when you drop in that golden era, you get we cherish our favorite artists. So X is always going to be X, regardless if he put out garbage music after the fact or music we didn't relate to, or he just didn't want to do music at all. He put out my Darkest is Dark and Hell is Hot. He put out My Flesh and My Flesh.
Classic, yo.
He put out, and then there was X. I mean, it's incredible when it comes down to DMX. And I'll tell you all this a quick story about my experience with DMX, right? I went to the Bad Boy concert. Well, first off, I want to fast forward. I want to skip this because me and a few friends of mine went to Brooklyn to see the Rough Rider reunion. Okay. So that Rough Rider,
shout out to us. Yeah, we was there.
Oh, okay. I was if you went and you did.
We was there. We was in there.
That was the first time you saw him perform?
We missed him. We missed him, bro.
Oh,
so he didn't come out. So what happened?
We'll tell you in post-production.
We'll tell you in post-production. Yeah, that's not for the pod. That's not for the pod. Okay.
Yeah. But I'll keep it PG here. So we got to see the Rough Riders before, and I guess everybody else brought their crew with them. So X wanted the stage clear. X said he wasn't coming out till they cleared the stage. So the locks went on. Yep, the locks
went on right before them.
And I guess whoever those guys were on stage, whether they were with the locks or not, they did not clear the stage for
because the locks brought Uncle Murder with him. You know what I'm saying? They brought somebody else out and shit. So it was deep as hell. It took like a half hour, bro. The locks got off at 11 o'clock, bro. It was like 11:30. The DJ still like, yo, clear the stage for the dog and shit. Yeah. Then some shit went down. You know what I'm saying? And we had to, you know what I mean? We had to get up out of there. You know what I mean? It was crazy, bro. But we missed X.
Missed X.
To Flaw's point, yo, my lady, she loved X. And she still haven't forgiven me for that, bro.
Yeah, we
you know, when he died, bitch, she said that, bro. On some real shit. She said that.
She brought it up?
Yes, absolutely. Because we missed him.
That means she really was mad, though.
But tell your fiance this, though. The report is that X actually fucked that show up. Like he was too.
Yeah, he did. We saw it. Yeah, he was out of there.
Yeah, right. Like the news broke the next day that X was kind of like out of it, and it just wasn't a good show. He made it for the next show because I think they had like a 3-weekend tour. So X
it was supposed to be like a 40-city tour, but X had some shit. He got locked up for tax evasion, like on their 4th or 5th show. You know what I'm saying? They put a pause on the tour.
They were going to do the tour, but this Rough Rider reunion was just a 3-show experiment, and they talked about it on that Rough Riders doc on BET.
Right.
So I'm hyped that they actually talked about a show that I was at. So I'm like,
when I saw it, I was psyched. Yeah, where it's like we was there.
So I saw it. I'm like, damn, I didn't get a chance to see X perform. Fuck. But then I remembered. I went to the Bad Boy concert in 2017 in Philly. X was the surprise performer. He killed it. It was the best performance I ever seen. I haven't been to many shows.
Ever?
I haven't been to many. I think the only other concert I actually went to, I went to a few, but the only one that stands out was my aunt had won like some tickets on the radio, so we all got to see a show that I didn't want to see. It was like
that's a real thing. That really happens.
You're not a concert goer. I'm
not a concert. I want to do more. I do, but I'm just not a goer. I need to.
It's over now.
I think I've been
to enjoy my life.
I've been to at least damn near 50 concerts in my life.
But you're right. It might be over, but there was a time where I just wasn't enjoying myself. Now I want to enjoy.
I've been to a few. I went to Bobby. I seen Bobby Brown.
Oh, where
his heyday, bro? In his like bitch in '89, bitch in Atlanta, Georgia, Fulton County Stadium.
Wow, that's dope.
My mom took me. Bitch, Salt and Pepper was there. Bitch, MC Hammer was there.
Yeah,
my fucking Kid and Play was there.
So my show had Jagged Edge, the Brat, and Jay-Z finished out, and it was like '99. So it was volume 3 type of Jay-Z. So that was cool. So X comes out. Oh yeah, and this show was the show that Beanie Siegel got punched and knocked out of his back, but still came out of the form. It's that show.
Oh, it's that one.
It's that one. X, like we didn't even know Beanie got knocked out, but he came out. Who the fuck? What? Like okay, Beanie. But X came out, and boy, oh boy, they went crazy. Hit after hit. What's up, Jay?
Jay,
Damn, what happened
mic
to
check,
2
mic
o'clock?
check. You hear us?
Damn.
We never said 2 o'clock. Jay,
What?
1
never.
o'clock, sir.
Come on, man.
1 o'clock for
1 o'clock.
Come on, fam.
1 o'clock. 1 o'clock.
Man.
We've been 1 o'clock for 3 episodes. Relax, maybe 2. Chill out.
no.
I thought we said 2.
He
My
right
fault.
though. He right.
Maybe, but all three of us have been
So?
on time.
So
Right.
Yeah, that's all that matters. Though. It don't matter. That don't matter.
Okay,
Flaw, that's why your video choppy.
it is? No,
Oh.
you're choppy. I'm fresh. I look good.
Oh,
I'm in 4K, buddy.
oh, that nigga said he in the best shape of his life over there, nigga.
ooh. He said he alphanumeric over there.
You know
Bitch,
how I'm
what's wrong with
saying?
you?
You see the pixels, nigga. You see the pixels.
See that
over here,
resolution?
nigga?
Fuck wrong with you?
You see the resolution. You see that 1040, nigga.
that 1080p.
That 1080p.
But nah, my bad. I just fucking rearranged the studio. I'm like, damn, all right, got 45 minutes. Let's go. Man,
Well, Jay, I'll be honest with you,
niggas
Jay.
is live.
Nah.
I'll be honest with you, Jay. One thing's for sure, two things for certain. Either you was at work or you just didn't know what the hell time it was. We knew it was one or the other.
Mhm. We already discussed it.
It was one of it was either A or B.
A or B.
It was multiple choice.
Back
So,
to what you
yeah.
said, Beanie Siegel, DMX.
Oh yeah. So this was a show that everybody knows for Beanie Siegel to get knocked out in the back by Meek Mill's goon, but still came out to perform Who Want What, and they said he the king of Philly. But it made sense after you find out why he was so mad. But DMX comes out, and the roof went nuts. Don't get me wrong, Faith, Kim, Puff, Mace, Black Rob, all did a great job. But boy, X was like, it was the best thing I've ever seen, man. Like word for word, he didn't even have to rap. And single after hit after hit after hit. And I just want to say that not only did I get to see Prodigy at the Roots picnic before he passed, I think he passed like a year later. I got to see X.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Since you not a concert goer, you saw all these niggas when they was old too. That's the crazy part. I seen X in '98 at Summer Jam.
Damn.
He might be the second best performer I've ever seen live, and the first one is probably Busta.
Have you seen Prince? That's what I was just about to ask you. You ain't
No,
ever seen
I have
Prince
not
live?
seen Prince live. So that's why he can't even be on the list. Can't be on the list just because I haven't seen him personally. So it's like for top 3 for me was Busta, DMX. Well, Busta, D'Angelo, and DMX.
Mm-hmm.
That's how high DMX was up there. He was everywhere, like on stage by himself.
Yeah.
No hype man. One time I remember he went on stage with a dog. Like in another concert that I saw. I wasn't there at that one, but I heard of it. But you know, X was like one of the best live performers of all time. Like he was one of the only rappers I know that his live stuff sound better than the actual studio albums did.
Yeah, I was going to get there too. I want to talk on that because I don't want to forget it. Right. Okay. Slipping. I was doing Fine Friday, right? And I saw a video of him performing Slipping, which is way better than the studio song because he smoothed it out.
Yep.
And I said, fuck.
And you can actually see the emotion and the pain that he actually
all
raps
the emotion.
Yeah. Every time X rap, it was real. Like he felt every fucking word that came out of his mouth. And you could tell.
Yeah, the Slipping was just different when he performed it, and so I just wanted to bring that up because you said that. I said, yeah, you know what, you all right when it came down to that. I forgot where I was going to go, but yeah, DMX. Anybody got some X stories? Jay, we haven't heard from you, Jay, man. How's everything, man, with the DMX situation? Any stories of X? You a DJ?
I'm cool. Y'all know our process different.
Yeah. Well, we're not mourning. We're saying that we're happy he's transitioning. Like we good. This ain't no sad pop.
Like,
we're gonna celebrate.
You gotta think about like he passed on my born day on Friday, so I'm gonna always remember. Mm-hmm.
You're
his 50th birthday.
Stop it.
Oh, sorry.
No.
You're not.
Don't do that,
bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I swear to God, when you put 42, I was like, damn, I thought he was 50.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
Nigga thought I was 50.
Bro.
Nigga thought I was 50.
Bro, no.
Nigga thought I was
the Jackie Rob, nigga.
Nigga thought I was David Robinson. Like,
nah.
Get the fuck out of here, Jack.
No, not on some
nigga thought I was Greg Anthony.
Your wisdom. That's why I call you the voice of reason. Your wisdom, OG.
Nigga, I'm Jerry Stackhouse over here, baby. I'm 42.
your wisdom, your knowledge, your love, your story. You hear what you said? You not a concert goer. I saw him in Summer Jam in 1956.
But I'm also, but you gotta think about. But you gotta think about in fucking 97, 98, nigga. Like I'm really 18 years old, 19 years old. Like I grew up in New York. Yes, I saw this nigga at Summer Jam.
Yeah, see, they make sense.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
No, that's why I said I really thought you was 50. My apologies.
Nigga thought I was Tyler Hansbrough. Fuck that, Jay.
Damn. You look good for 50, sir.
Thank you, sir. I look good for 50. I'll take 50. Hope I get there.
But like I went live for a little bit before they kicked me off for 45 minutes. And like I was telling everybody, and like we always talk about here, like you just had to be there. Like it's nothing that you can explain to somebody, or you get what I'm saying. If somebody asks, like my kids got in the car, she was like, "Why you not listening to DMX?" I was like, "Cause I don't want to cry." And she was like, "Well, you always listen to dead rappers." Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's how she was coming. You always listen to rappers.
Your daughters keep it funky with you, fam.
Yeah, they don't care.
Oh, that's what your daughter does.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, but it was, and the verse that actually brought me to tears, and it wasn't like, everybody say slipping and all of that. The verse that brought me to tears was the opening verse, the Scenario 2000.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
This is the darkest shit. It was off Eve album.
That. Okay.
You know
okay. I got you.
Yeah, he chopped up Rough Riders Anthem, made a beat out of it and shit. I didn't like it.
So,
but yeah.
You didn't like it?
I mean, I wasn't. I felt like that was lazy. Could have came with something better.
But look at today though. Like you said, you feel like it's lazy. But look at you, crazy as hell. That beat was one of the hardest beats ever, bro.
Listen, man.
Yo, Andrew said that shit to troll you, nigga.
You know what else? The shit with I put the verse out when Kiss Bet You Never Felt the Heat till I put the M1 next to your waves and melt the grease. That song too. You get what I'm saying? Like it's you just had to be there, bro. It's like it's
shout out to Dame Grease. I know what you're talking about. The DXL on third album, yo. Shout out to Dame Grease.
Dame Grease is one of those producers people don't talk about. Like
shout out to PK.
Like Swiss did all they hits and shit. Like
then I just watched I think the first episode of the Rough Rider Chronicles this morning with my mom and my daughter. You get what I'm saying? And it was just like, yo.
Dame Grease was nasty.
Dame Grease is. I feel like he was X-Whole Sound in the beginning. I mean, but if you listen to both of them albums, though, Flesh of My Flesh and Dark is Hot, they don't sound. They sound the same, but they don't sound the same. Swiss is all over that second album. You know what I'm saying? Versus that first album.
And then it was just like watching him talk about a story. Like we've heard the stories, but to see him like DMX talk about it, and he was just like. When he slipped in the crack, it was just like the first male figure I look up to lace my shit with crack.
And wait. We gotta unpack that. Abandoned by his mother and father, his grandma passed, the only one he can find, and the person that I look up to fuck me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Understand where it came from.
That's some crazy shit.
The only male I really looked up to and wanted to be like was the one who laced my blunt with crack, but then also the one that pushed me to rap and pick up a book, and put my pen in the book, or whatever, to rap. Like I said, you just had to be there, man. That shit, like, of course, we don't understand it as close to honestly I feel Jarrell does. Cause like you said, he was in New York. You get what I'm saying? We got the energy trickled down. I feel like when you was in New York I didn't know about those 2 tracks that he dropped before. I didn't know about that shit at all.
Born Loser and the other joint.
And the other joint, How We Do or How We Move, or I didn't know about them joints.
Yeah. A lot of us didn't, bro.
And I'm pretty sure Jarrell did, right?
Yes.
So it's just like, and then for him to pass on your birthday, my nigga, like that shit.
That's wild.
That's wild. But yeah, I mean, he's definitely gonna be missed. Only thing is, like you said, like being a DJ is unfortunately we're in the industry where you get what I'm saying. What are you doing now? What do you have now that's going to keep it relevant? But to still see Up in Here being pumped for the white crowds, Rough Riders being pumped for the white crowds, and then you can just go deeper when you come to the black crowds. It's just like that's what kept that memory alive.
I was going to ask you what song do you remember of X that you would play would be the one, like
Slipping.
Slipping as a DJ.
Oh, as a DJ.
No, not as a DJ. Slipping not getting off in the club like
Bitch,
that.
pride party up.
You can get slipping off.
Really?
You can get slipping off in the bar.
If you speed him up,
and
speed
like
him
at
up
the
a
end,
little
not
bit.
even speed it up.
Wait. Slipping at a bar is the worst place to get.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's crazy.
Fuck y'all drinking too, nigga.
When you go down that rabbit hole of this 90s like just street shit, you get what I'm saying? And when you're doing all of those shit, you gotta throw slipping in. I mean,
seem like to me, slipping would only come on if you're actually specifically doing an X set. To me,
if you had a repass or something like.
Nah, bro. I don't know.
You said you play slipping at a wake is nasty, son.
But listen.
Your aunt is wild, son. If you play slipping at a fucking repass.
But think about it. Think about if you were out at a bar and you're already in that nostalgic 90s dope hip hop. You could play whatever. Nobody is gonna care. And then you hear slipping come on. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, nigga gotta be in like for all the Trenton people.
I'm a care.
For all the Trenton heads, you gotta be like in candlelight. Like you gotta be
Regal One.
Right, yeah, you gotta be in Regal One
somewhere, like
White
House. Them old bars.
Like
VFW.
I'm just saying, Jay. Just like Roland just said in the comments, slipping can be played in a lounge. But when I think of the bar, I'm thinking of alcohol and you and your emotions. If slipping comes on, if slipping comes on with that combination, it's going to make. I don't know the outcome is going to be positive. I mean, like tears. I mean, like picking up that phone and texting somebody you shouldn't text, like some Drake shit.
Yeah. Slipping might have you off the hook.
And plus, slipping could be played in the lounge just because
we're lounging.
I don't know that. Yeah, we lounging, and plus, to our age group, it could be played. Like young niggas does not want to listen to slipping in a fucking lounge, nigga. That would kill all the vibes.
Young niggas shouldn't even be in the lounge.
Nah, not really.
I don't know.
They're just in the way.
It's just one of those you could slip. It's not necessarily like, I get the vibes is off, but like I said, when you go down that rabbit hole, it's just a whole vibe. It's just like certain shit that you gotta play. Like you can play Getaway, you can play sometimes. Like you could go down that rabbit hole. You always
play sometimes
and come back, sometimes. But it's the same to me. It's the same vibe.
I get it.
Still, it's going to provoke you to think, but then you pick it back up and let it rock. Like you get what I'm saying? Like
I'm about to say how much of slipping you playing though?
Nah, we're not letting.
You got to play the hook, bro.
Okay. I don't know.
And transition.
I'm giving that shit a good strong 15.
You got to play the hook like twice and then just let it. I mean,
Jay the DJ is telling his secrets, so you get the audience emotionally involved. That's how they stick to it.
And then guess what? Switch. Everybody listen to fucking slipping for over a minute, yo. Stop it. Not in that setting. That's what
we're not in no club.
But party up, Rough Riders anthem. What these bitches want from a nigga, how they going down.
Man, that nigga had Cisco in the hood, yo. That's all I got to say. Even, don't get me wrong, though. Cisco is from the hood, but he ain't from ours.
Shout out to B More. Shout out
to B More. He from the hood, but he not no New Yorker, though. You can tell.
What I remember most about X, man, is just what he brought to the game at the time, what the game was. Like, we all know in 9-7 through 9-6 through 9-8 type shit, it was all Puff. Right. All jiggy rap, Jay-Z, all shiny. I'm just saying.
He had that shiny shit phase too.
I got two things to say about that. Shit off, man. I got two things to say about that, but get your shit off.
The mob was around, you know what I'm saying? CNN was coming up, you know what I'm saying? But, they wasn't really mainstream. They didn't really commercial, you know what I'm saying? Then X come, you know what I mean? Get At Me Dog video in the tunnel, you know what I mean? Like, grimy. You know what I mean? Then the video Rough Riders anthem, bitch. It was it after that. It was go time after that. Like he changed the game. He brought it back to the hood. Like
the lineup that I saw, right, was basically this was before Backstage. Y'all remember Backstage, right?
Yeah.
So this is the lineup right before Backstage happened. So I got to see like, Ja coming up, Ja, Beanie, Memphis Bleak had a set. You know what I'm saying? Like this is prime rock. Rockefeller.
Bleak had a set.
Right, he had like good 3 songs on stage, and that's crazy.
Yeah.
But I just said
coming to age.
That's what I'm saying.
Mind right.
Coming to age, mind right. I'm just saying, like he was on the stage a lot longer than maybe he should have been. But I'm just saying, it was actually relevant at the time. Like he should have been on the stage at that time. Like people was rocking to it. But I guess that was just the peak of Rockefeller and Rough Riders. So I got to see all of that shit. That was the lineup right before Backstage. So the Lox was there, Eve, Ja Rule, Beanie Siegel, Memphis Bleak, a whole bunch of other people. Nori was there. Like that whole Def Jam quote unquote lineup was there. They killed that shit. Like Jay-Z was the headliner, but X went right before him.
Was so Method Red there?
Yes, but they was like
they was the opening act.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. They kind of opened, and then like Ja Rule and them came out, which was kind of weird to me because I would think that like Memphis Bleak and all them would open. And I'm just saying this is Method Man and Redman, nigga. Like they are two of the best. They're two of the best performers too. Like to me, they could have went right before X, and it would have been the same. Like that's how good they're
bigging up Memphis Bleak and kicking his ass.
I'm saying he's not Method Man and Redman though.
He was on the stage longer than he was, but he had some hot joints. But
that was just been, it was just crazy. Then like that was the lineup, and that's how much Def Jam killed it. That was the whole Clue, Def Jam, Rockefeller, Rough Riders movement. That shit was crazy. That whole
niggas
like,
never talked about how
was nuts.
Niggas never talked about how X name was never mentioned in when they say Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas and all that. Not on some lyricist, but just like on some King of New York type shit. Because X came, bitch, and he broke records that still stand. He sold Wild Records.
Know why, yo? I think
why wouldn't we put him with them?
The only reason is because him and Jay-Z's ascension was exactly the same time. I think if they were like stair steps, like if Jay would have came first, or if X would have came first, it would have been different. But like I said, and that when they was headlining, Jay was the headliner.
Yeah.
So if you're not going to be the headliner, and that was his tour, obviously, that was Rockefeller's tour. So obviously,
that was the Hard Knock Life tour.
Basically, yes. So, and they actually did that in Summer Jam and Powerhouse and all that before they took it. That's what actually made them do the Rockefeller tour and Backstage. That was the concert that I saw. But I'm just saying that if they didn't come out the same time, we would talk about X like that. Jay-Z killed that kind of.
Here's my opinion on that. And I want to go back to what Ant said first off about Puffy and Jay. And Puffy had a choice to sign DMX and he did not. I think he either went with the Lox or Mace, but one of them
with the Lox.
Something like that.
Yeah, he brought in the Lox around the same time type shit.
They all from Yonkers. You gotta think about
it. He had a meeting with D and pushed D off to when he dropped Born. What was the Born Loser?
Yeah,
something like that. You gotta think about it. Yonkers is small as hell, so they all knew each other.
Yeah,
easily.
So Puffy missed out on that, and the Rough Riders and as far as Jay-Z go, that Rough Riders movement was so big. Jay-Z, he had to tag along. Like every time you seen Rough Riders, you seen Jay.
Like Jay had his own song on their compilation album.
He had a solo on the Rough Rider compilation.
That's crazy.
I think it was. I don't even think it was Jay-Z. I think it was more Dame and the business side. I don't know, when it comes to Def Jam, Rockefeller and Rough Riders were both, they were their little brothers in a sense, right? They did their distribution and stuff. So I think that's one of the reasons why they were on a lot of shit. Because of Def Jam.
Rough Riders was on Interscope though.
I thought they had a Def Jam.
DMX was on Def Jam.
DMX was on Def Jam. But Rough Riders was on Interscope.
Well, you gotta think about DMX. I'm not saying that he was the leader of Rough Riders or anything, but yeah, they was Def Jam. If DMX is over
DMX there, they Def Jam. I give you
their Def Jam. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I just look at it is that Jay-Z saw how big Rough Rider movement was going to be and saw the upcoming switch. Like Jay-Z is out for Jay-Z, so he sees what's coming. Okay.
He stays saying that.
Yeah, but this is before solo Jay-Z though. This is the Dame Rockefeller era though. I think
this
it has something to do with Dame though. Too. Like this is before
like
all of that you're talking about.
I guess I don't give
like
Dame.
They were a team then. Oh, you should though.
I mean,
you should give Dame a lot of credit for that shit, Flaw.
Yeah, but I didn't see Dame in none of the Rough Riders like type of like Dame and Rough Riders just never. I never seen them together. But even though they're businessmen and their conversations were behind closed doors, I get that. That just looks like Jay-Z making his own moves. Like I see, like I'm about to get close to these dudes. Not no snakes, nothing like that. But I'm a rock with Rough Riders. That's all.
So
I personally think it had a lot to do with Dame, yo.
Or it could just be they was hot and he want to fuck with him. You fuck with who hot, like cause Jay did the Cash Money shit. He did the song with Juvie when he was hot. When High came out, he did the remix.
And this
was
this was a time. I'm sorry, Jay. Go ahead.
I said weird thought process, but could it been there was like too many alphas?
Alphas where? Jay-Z and X.
Like too many cooks and not enough.
Alphas.
Like Dame was an alpha. You get what I'm saying? D and Y were alphas. Like it was like almost like I can't talk to you or get away with saying certain shit I can get away with saying to other people. So like that's Dame's character. Like Dame talks wild to everybody.
Internally though, all label execs are alphas.
Right.
So I feel like you gotta be.
You have to be.
So absolutely. So that's what I mean by like could it been that? Like that's why you don't see him around often. You get what I'm saying? Like the Jay and Dame freestyle backstage with X and Jay-Z. Like Dame entered the room quietly and like left quietly. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I just look at shit different, bro.
To me, it was always like when it come to Def Jam, right? Def Jam was the home of New York hip hop. But like they had the triangle of Rockefeller, DMX with Rough Riders, and Irv and Ja when it come to Murder Inc.
Right.
All of them were in each other's camps and went on tour together and rapped on each other's albums and songs for a reason.
Because remember, they came out with the little group Murder Inc. They was going to be Murder Inc. at first.
Right. Like it was Jay-Z, Ja Rule, and who else was it?
DMX.
DMX, right? Yeah. So it was them three. So those three, think of the triangle. Rough Riders, Murder Inc., and Rockefeller. Like they was doing that for a reason.
And it's crazy because we got to add another piece to that puzzle, which is Nas, which is one of the reasons why that triangle never completed. Because
that came later. Yes.
For some reason, Irv Gotti decides to want to try to sign Nas to Murder Inc. in the middle of the beef.
What are you doing?
So Jay is like, okay, y'all are canceled now.
Yeah,
like y'all
it's over.
Now, Murder Inc. is canceled. But the Rough Rider Jay-Z situation, to me, this is only my opinion. The legendary story has always been told that Jay-Z and DMX battled way before record labels. I think DMX always just had a competitive nature with Jay, and he showed it. I think Jay had a competitive nature with X, but Jay was more of the businessman.
Yeah, and that's for certain. That's a fact.
They could never be 100% on board because X just wanted to battle this nigga.
Right. They are completely at the other end of the spectrum, even though like their peers when it come to rapping, though.
Yeah,
like they always used to battle each other in the street, but they are not the same person.
So that's why they fought sometimes on that. Not fought physically, but they argued about who would close the show. So they alternate because X never won. Like
and that's a good. Exactly. It's a happy medium. I agree with that. Alternate,
especially how you think X felt when Rockefeller was the one who basically headlined the backstage Rockefeller tour. Mm-hmm. Like he had no choice but to go right before Jay, and Jay had the headline. So X was probably hot about that shit. Yeah,
and that kind of makes you look at Jay like, yo, I'm better than this nigga. But that's how X was. He felt he's better than everybody.
I'm selling records, but he's selling records too. We forget about this nigga was selling records. Like
he was supposed to feel that way towards Jay-Z.
Yeah.
So that DMX, Jay-Z, Ja Rule situation would never work because X always wanted to go last on all the records, which means I go last. I'm better than everybody. That means
if you paid attention, so did Jay.
Yeah.
So he always went last, yo.
If it's hit, but think about it. If it's your record, you want to go last. Like I want to go last if it's my record. You feel me?
Yeah, but X said this. He goes last because he's better than everybody. So that's why you go last. He went last on Money, Power, and Respect. That wasn't his record.
He went last. True. Yeah, that's a fact.
That is true.
That's a fact.
Plus, they kind of looked.
Did he go last on 24 Hours?
I think he finished it.
I don't remember,
bro.
I don't remember now. I just remember the verses. I don't remember the order. Now.
I know Mace went first, right?
24 hours.
I know Kiss.
He was last. He was last, Jay.
Yeah, he was last. He
went last. He
can't go on 4, 3, 2, 1. He was last.
You can't do that to him.
All right, yeah. All right, yeah.
Can't do that to L. And plus, L ain't having that shit. I understand. I understand your dog man X, but Mr. X, you are not going last on my fucking song. I am LL Cool J.
Let's keep it.
He went last on Money Cash Hoes.
Yeah,
that's J record.
But let's keep it a buck though. If X does go last, it's just because you allow him to. And X's energy is I'm better than you. So it's like whatever, X, you can have it. But there are some people like LL and Jay-Z, if we're working on an album together, where you're not going to sun me on the music. Like we got to work together as a team. And then we got to think about Ja Rule. He was about to blow. So now he not little boy, he not little bro. So at the end of the day, that Murder Inc. triangle was never going to work because like who's the better man? And if
can you imagine if they could have got Murdergram to work though? Oh, that would have been so beautiful.
Ja Rule went from Murder Inc. to Jay-Z and X to Black Tie and Cadillac.
Cadillac Tie, Black Child. Crooked Eye.
I actually like Cadillac Tie though.
I like Crooked Eye.
C-A-double-D-I, double dose, man.
X, man. Five straight number ones, yo, by a male living artist, yo. Nobody never did that.
Category with Boo and Gotti.
5 number ones. He killed every feature he do. He kills. He's like show stealing features. Like definitely first ballot Hall of Famer. We lost a good one, man. He rested.
Oh, definitely first ballot. Like
first ballot Hall of Famer.
That nigga got a gold jacket, definitely.
Like they're gonna name halls after him.
Didn't they say he's getting a statue in Yonkers?
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't know, but I didn't hear that.
That'd be dope if they do.
I saw it. You got to talk to the family first, but they're already in talks about it. I'm about something. Like, Yonkers have to give X something. Like what else is from Yonkers?
Like
the locks, Mary.
Relax. What do you mean?
I mean,
Mary J. Blige is from
Yonkers. In a time of celebration. I mean, we know the lineup, but who has gone and perished in Yonkers?
Right. Who can we make a memory of? Like make a memory of type.
And the locks will get
honestly.
Something.
Mary should have had her statue already.
Yeah, but you don't really
give
keep it real.
I agree.
Nobody gets the acting.
I'm just the type of person that like to give people flowers when they're supposed to get them. I completely understand what you mean, though.
Mary needs to do a versus, man.
That's
why they should get a statue after a versus.
Stop giving statues to dead people.
And
give it to them while they're alive.
Yeah.
X is no more valuable now than he was before he passed to Yonkers.
Mm-hmm.
Like he did everything he had to do for Yonkers already. Like you should.
He was giving bread away. He definitely was giving money. Right. He was like philanthropic. He ain't set up no foundations. He was giving niggas cash.
Right. No foundations. I'm gonna just give this money.
He was giving niggas cash, and him giving like 220,000 to like a foundation or some shit.
X was the type of guy, like Swiss said in his video, that had 30 million in the bank but still hang out with a t-shirt and jeans on.
That's the beauty about Twitter this past weekend. Don't get me wrong, it's been sad about his death or whatever, but have you seen, I don't know if you went on Twitter, if you actually search his name, he has pictures with every type of person walking in life. Mm-hmm. Like I seen X with like pictures of old white ladies. Like old white ladies in their 80s chilling in a supermarket with a picture of them. I seen him like line dancing somewhere. Mm-hmm. I seen him dancing in like at some wedding or something, like some Jewish wedding, just dancing in a circle with the rest of them. Like he lived a very, very, very good life.
You know,
after he became famous, like he was everywhere. Like he did not want to do anything.
You know how great X is? Like we spent 45 minutes talking about music, right? What about the movies, fam? Let's talk about how he goes straight into acting.
Shout out to Belly. That niggas be shitting on.
I would take Romeo Must Die before Belly.
Man, Belly, no.
But still, look at Belly, right? And even in 1998, DMX just stole the show.
Yes,
if you didn't like Belly as a whole, you love Buns, nigga.
Right.
Tommy Buns.
And plus,
you really believe that's who he was in real life.
Plus, with the job that Nas did on the other side. Sincere was all over the place on the other side, nigga. I'm sorry, but yeah, shout out to Buns.
We're not about to do that, yeah. Shout out to Sincere. Shout out to Sincere.
No, shout out to Nas. I cannot shout out Sincere. I'm sorry.
Shout out Sincere.
Since
my guy
in Africa, meanwhile, Tommy Buns out here doing a whole movie by himself, robbing
by himself.
Priest.
Like I ain't gonna front.
This nigga said reading. Like what he supposed to be doing? Like
they could have kept that whole him and T-Boz storyline. To be honest, it could have just been DMX and the Bun story. You know that.
You ain't need to see T-Boz.
All the scenes that we remember from Belly is DMX related, besides the Africa, and that's just the shit on Nas acting.
Yeah.
What other scenes did Nas have that you remember?
I don't know no fucking Kiana. Which was sick, bro. I'm sorry. Bro, oh my God.
I'm saying, man. X was that nigga, man.
Bitch, that movie would have been canceled if that shit came out now.
He said, no, I'm only 16, but I did suck his dick. He said, we ain't fucked yet, but I sucked his dick the night before last.
Yeah.
She said,
yeah.
What?
Let's not talk about that. We're not talking about that. Yeah. We're not talking about that. Let's just say the 90s was a wild place.
I don't know no fucking Kiana.
That part where Tommy Buns made a nigga strip at the poker game and shit like that. It's like you can X, man.
Yeah.
I don't remember if it was Romeo Must Die or X It Wounds, but X had on the fucking Timbs, climbing walls, kicking it. X was an action hero.
That was Exit Wounds. That was Exit Wounds.
Exit Wounds. Yo, him doing that Romeo Must Die.
Michael John White, bitch. Where it was like he had 2 scenes in Romeo Must Die. Remember?
I'm saying
like 2 scenes.
Him doing that in Romeo, like Flaw describing that in Romeo Must Die would have been funny as hell. Him and Jet Li.
Yeah, Jet Li.
Him and Jet Li.
The Aaliyah DMX connection. I saw the women go crazy over it. And it was only women and Timberland, but the women.
Timberland did
that. And
yo, why you?
Yo, nigga funny as hell, right?
You fucked that, yo. That's crazy, yo. Shout out to Timbo the God. Know what I'm saying?
Timbo the King.
Oh my God, Flaw.
I be catching myself while I'm talking. I'm not truthful if I don't throw like all the women in Timberland. The women are the
why
only.
Gotta be women in Timberland, man?
Because
yourself.
My brain caught it while I was saying it, and then at that split second, I said, "I'm not going to be true to myself if I don't tell the truth." It was Timberland too. It wasn't just the women.
What about Timberland, man? What you trying to say?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't dissing him because I know his connection with Aaliyah. So
true.
I understand him posting it, but the women, that DMX Aaliyah connection, put them in a different bag.
Yo, I'm just mad you brought up Timberland. Like you didn't say shit about Missy, right?
No,
like the Aaliyah connection just applies to him.
Nigga, man.
Like Missy know him too. Know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, well, Missy goes into the category of the women. That's all I'm saying.
That's funny as hell, though, man. Shout out to Timbo, man.
Shout out to Timbo. Never Die Alone wasn't bad. X does not have a bad role. Now, I'm not saying the movies was fire, but X as an actor,
Cradle to the Grave.
Plus, you gotta think about it. He pretty much played himself in every role,
which shows
he was just very the camera loved him,
right?
Type shit, like
which shows how great he is,
right?
When he's taking the Red-Nosed Reindeer, oh my God, it's a hit. Whatever he did,
X singing a fucking Christmas song made the internet go nuts.
Yes,
I didn't forget about that. I put that shit as my.
That's crazy. I remember that.
Christmas. I think.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So that Aaliyah DMX connection, right, was powerful. And I'm watching. I was getting a little annoyed a little bit because everybody was putting together how cute they look. And in my head, I just be like, had they would have hooked up, they would have hated each other.
Yeah, I'm about to say they weren't a couple. Like, don't do that.
No. I'm saying
I'm talking about them, not you.
Yeah, they would have loved to see them together because
no, they wouldn't.
They flirty. Right. I agree with you.
No, they wouldn't.
I agree with you. But because they were so flirty when they were here, people was like, "Oh, that would make a great couple." No, it wouldn't.
No, it wouldn't.
They wouldn't.
So and Timberland is hilarious, though. I just want you to know that, bitch.
I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it funky with you. That's all.
And Timberland is hilarious.
Bombed on Timbo for no reason.
I wasn't trying to. I didn't want to call it
at all.
No reason at all.
Shout out to Timbo. Shout out to
Missy too, nigga.
Man, we got to see X do a versus. Feel me?
Yo,
we got to see X do a versus.
About that too. It's kind of crazy how. Don't get me wrong. Like X was always in the limelight at one point, but since he had trouble with like drugs and stuff, he kind of got out of the limelight. So this versus was like the first time we saw X in a minute, other than like the reunion shows and stuff like that. So it was great to see him in that type of arena. Remember when Swiss told or somebody told him on the sideline to say something about either Ciroc or something. He said, "No, nigga, you do it." That is a 50-year-old being a fucking 50-year-old. You understand me? I'm not here to fuck around with you, nigga. I'm not saying nothing about no advertisement. I don't get paid for that. Like, that's X in a nutshell. He said, "Nah, you did." He did the shit on the mic, on camera.
That
I
shit
heard him.
was funny as hell.
He said, "Nah, nigga, you do it." I was like, "Damn!" Like, and they did it. Like somebody else did it.
And I want to give a shout out to Swiss because I think Swiss has been there with X. I remember they were saying they got him in the gym.
Yeah.
Coming out. Like, I think Swiss did all he could do. And that's why I hate the criticism of.
And how many times Swiss said X got something coming?
X got something coming.
Every year he came out and said X got something coming. It's up to X to have something coming.
It's up to X.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's just his man shouting him out and
probably
saying
hella
that
joints.
Right. That's in the tuck chilling.
And we got to like reverse. We got like the reversed producer rapper relationship, right? Because X was already booming, like Dame Grease, Irv Gotti, and then Swiss comes, 18-year-old kid,
young as hell,
turned into a superstar. But that X and Swiss combination was a beautiful thing, man. And I'm happy that X had a super producer next to him. Like all the other greats had.
Let's give more credit to X and less Swiss at that time. Because if we want to be really honest, X made Swiss. You know what I'm saying?
I said that.
Yeah, but you said super producer. He wasn't a super producer at that time.
Yeah, he was. I see what Ant mean. At the time,
like niggas was really mad at Swiss around that time. You know what I mean, Grease and them niggas was mad.
I would think that X made him a super producer. If that
yes,
right.
I'm saying over time, you can see in some scenarios where X might have been like, I don't care about this no more, I'd rather play my cars, and Swiss producing him. So at the
you're right.
Yeah, he did have a producer, even though he made Swiss. So I'm like, it's reverse.
Not
Swiss
to take anything away from Swiss though, because
either one.
He's obviously
I ain't saying that
because he's obviously had success without X.
Well, if it wasn't for X though, even though Swiss, did the Locks joint and all that, you know what I'm saying?
When it first started, it was X, yes.
You know what I'm saying? Rough Riders Anthem is the reason why Swiss is who he is.
And Rough Riders Anthem was nasty because of X.
Right.
Yes.
But I guess all I'm saying is one hand wash the other, still sharpen steel. There was a time where X did need Swiss. Like, listen, man, I ain't got it, but I'm gonna carry you. I'm gonna do the hooks. I'm gonna produce. I'm saying that this is my opinion.
They created the Rough Rider sound, if you will.
Yeah, I get
that. What I'm saying?
I get that.
Yeah, man.
X did a lot, man, in a short period of time, bro. He did a lot, bro. In a short period of time,
man. He made the best verses for live shows. You knew it was wrong, but you asked for it, baby. You was a fake man, baby. I want to be in the crowd when that comes on. You get what I'm saying?
Because like when he rapped, he was just like X was like literally talking to people when he rapped.
How's that being a DJ? What?
That's what we look for. We look for those
that call and response. That call and response type of shit. To get the crowd participation.
That's a part of being a DJ for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, then X made it easy for you. He laid it flat out for you niggas. Just play me.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, Jay. You gotta think about it. If you X DJ, you ain't gotta do shit but spin the record. Like you ain't gotta do nothing.
But certain joints, like to Jay point, you gonna mute the record and let the crowd say it. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta bring it down.
Cut it out. Yeah,
I understand that.
You gotta bring it down. It's just, you gotta get the crowd a show. Fuck what Steve Harvey talking about. I paid to come see you. Nah, nigga. Sing at the top of your lungs, motherfucker.
That's what you there for anyway. You're gonna sing the song. You sing it at home anyway. Why not sing it in front of the artist that you love?
Speaking of that, I think the only time X didn't sing his own lyrics when his own lyrics made him break down. How many times has X stopped and just cried? Huh?
On stage, like damn near every show.
Yeah, especially
You know it's powerful when you make yourself cry, nigga.
That's why I said every word. Like X was, everybody loved X because he was authentic.
Yeah,
like he was X. He wasn't
you
nobody
break down
else.
One word for him, he's definitely authentic. Yeah, that's definitely
like it was just his music was straight organic. Like what he said, you felt because that was him. Like, it was no fake in DMX at all.
Do y'all remember the record he started off with? I can't think of the song because it was like a mixtape song. What's all the noise about? Have some respect. Shut the fuck up. Remember that record?
Yo, I don't know what record that is, but yes, I remember him saying that.
But that's how he came on.
He said shit like that all the time.
It was nothing like that in the world. And you happy this nigga from New York. You happy he grimy.
He might have been the grimiest nigga ever.
Nigga robbed you with a dog, nigga.
Yeah, 2 of them.
That's crazy.
How you do that with a microphone?
Nigga, this nigga said he pulled a heist. He robbed a nigga with Ja Rule, Swiss Beats. Like, if you rocked with him, you got to go pull a heist first.
Yes.
And then we could do some music. Like, rob niggas.
X was crazy, man.
Producers, fam.
X was
I gotta rob somebody.
X was the epitome of what you think street rappers are supposed to be, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, the way he grew up, there's nobody that struggled more than him when it comes to his childhood.
Mm-hmm.
And the stuff that he talked about. When you talk about an authentic New York street rapper, most of the people that did that rap weren't like X. They did not have X lives.
Yeah.
Like
they had families at home. They had a fucking father. They had a mother.
They had somebody.
X never had anybody but his like grandmother. And that was it. And she passed.
But then you talk about group homes. So you
right.
From group homes to prison, fam.
Like, the system and the streets raised him. He was not raised by parents.
He had to go to Baltimore, still slept on the streets in Baltimore. Still had to be the gunman, be the stick up guy in Baltimore while they did what they did. You get what I'm saying? Like, no matter what.
That's why every lyric that every lyric that came out of his mouth, you felt it because it was real. Like, most of these quote unquote street rappers did not grow up like that, yo.
Yeah.
So they can't. They could say the same exact thing as X said, but you won't feel it from them like you felt it from him.
Yeah, you
because
felt
he
that
actually
shit.
lived through that shit. Like, he wasn't glorifying it, but that's just what he lived through.
And even before we knew what his story was on his first album, when he was rapping those type of lyrics and shit, like, you felt that shit from him, bro. Like, you felt that emotion, like certain songs.
Boom,
like,
boom, boom, open the doors, ATF.
Yeah.
That shit on Dark and Hell is Hot. I felt that fucking song. That shit was crazy.
And I'll keep it a buck. I was young. Like, my favorite artist came out when I was young. I was too old to understand it. Too young to understand a lot of their stuff. So
yeah, you a Wu fan, so I know you ain't understand. Exactly, because I'm older than you and I didn't understand it. And I was a Wu fan. So I know your young ass ain't understand.
Don't ask Wu fans why we like them niggas. We don't know them. It's just dope.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
Tell the new niggas it's a vibe.
Atomic.
See, nigga, all right.
Come on now. Come on. You wildin'.
Don't do this, Jay.
You wildin'.
Obama atomically.
That wasn't the difficult bar. If Obama atomically throws you off, if that throws you off, Jay, then
I'm about to say you need to listen to fucking Capadonna album, nigga. If you think Obama atomically throws you off, Capadonna be all over the place.
I'll let you hear some RZA right now if you want, nigga.
Capadonna album.
Put that Bobby Digital on.
Yeah, put that Bobby Digital on. That Bomb Atomically is top notch. That's a Hall of Fame bar, nigga.
Coming from them niggas, like, oh shit, I get that part. Oh, that's
yes, fine. I actually got that. Yeah, that nigga bombing atomically. I know what that means. Yes.
I get that. That registers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses.
I know what all that means compared to the rest of the shit. Some of that other shit that he was saying, no.
You know exactly what you're talking about. And where was I at with it? X. I know we talking about X, but I can't remember what it was. X. Oh yeah, Ant. I didn't come up with a 5, but I know a 5. X. Ant brought up the top the conversation of we should do our top 5 X records.
I don't have 5 favorite X songs.
It's
way too many, yo. Like,
too many.
That's like having I can't have a top 5 of anybody.
So look, put it like this: if somebody asks you, like, who is this guy DMX? Like, what song should I play? What song would you tell them?
Depends
on who they are, though.
Probably Slippin', and I told you before that I wasn't the biggest Slippin' fan, but when it come to the streets and what my people listen to, Slippin' is his #1 song. That's what the people talk about the most because that's the most emotional song he's ever written.
Breaking it down to my kids, it was Party Up.
Yeah, it got to be like a party song.
Party
like,
Up.
Yeah,
I started singing it. That was him.
Yes. Yeah. All of those songs are way more popular than Slippin'. Like, they would be more popular than that. Yeah.
For me, I don't have a top 5 either. I was going to freestyle one, but one thing I had in mind is if we was to come up with a 5, I probably would have this one record that none of y'all would have. And that's why I kind of really wanted to get into it. But if we're not going to do a top 5, we can do a top 5 together. Or we don't have to because we don't have a 5.
Or you just say the fucking song.
Get it on the floor, nigga. I know that's not none of y'all top 5.
Get it on the floor. Get it on the floor.
That's like your
that's
favorite.
personal. Yeah, that's personal.
That's personal.
That's
I was
personal.
about to say, what was her name? What was her name? And what chick you was humping on when that came out?
That's not a chick record.
I'm not saying it was a chick record, but if it came on in the club, you was humping on something.
Floor, nigga.
It's called "Get It on the Floor." It's a club record.
I just like the record. I don't club. So when it come on in my headphone,
and when it came out, how old were you?
From it.
Once again, it's the darkest nigga. Hit a spark, nigga.
Really? You the only fan.
Okay.
You the corniest nigga ever. How the fuck you the only nigga that listen to that and actually know the lyrics? You know that shit?
Are y'all niggas
that's
crazy?
like knowing that's like knowing the lyrics that back that ass up. Don't nobody know the fucking lyrics to that song.
Whoa.
You know the verses to that song? Ed?
Spit that shit, Ed.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. You do not know the verses to back that ass up. I refuse to believe it, son.
Off the head?
Yeah.
Off the head, no, you don't.
Be corny with me, Ed.
No.
Come on.
Okay,
stuff like that you're not supposed to know.
That shit make a nigga want to.
Yeah, you got you gotta say that. What are the lyrics, nigga?
Make a nigga want to grab that, autograph that. He said, "I'm sweating like a dog leg hard, long yeah."
Because he killed it. We just don't remember what he said.
Like the pussy out here all night. Certain little parts, you know. Like,
but it's the reason we don't. When
it come on, you start knowing it though. That's the thing.
The reason we don't know is because usually there is an ass on us. That's why we don't know the lyrics of that song. That's what I'm saying. You're not playing that shit in the crib chilling.
Or we're watching the ass.
Or we watching the ass.
Crazy because
that is the
over.
Point of all of these songs, man.
Hilarious.
I'm telling you.
Did y'all know that they only say Cash Money taking over for the 99-2000 on the clean version?
Yes.
On the radio version?
On the clean version, yes. On the edited version.
They don't say it on the dirty version.
Because to be honest, like I said, the only time you hear that song is the radio version. Because we listened to it on the radio. That was not like I'm gonna put that album on and rock that. Like that's a club song.
I'm saying, first of all, time out. I still play 400 Degrees. That's my favorite Juvie album, number 1.
Mine too. And
sleep on that Juvie album. He went in on that album. Is fire. Know what I mean?
You still play that song when you listen to the album? Or do you skip it?
No, if I'm in the car and I'm riding,
the fuck out of that song.
I'm in the crib chilling by myself. I'm not playing back that ass up.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying
it's a radio hit.
It's a vibe though, but the album is a vibe, so you gotta let it play, bro. Like
the album is fire. If the album is fire, you let it play. But if I just went to my Spotify or Tidal to put back that ass up, no. Not just randomly putting that song on, but if it's playing on the album, I'm gonna play. If it's on the radio, I'm letting it play. Like
see, most of the stuff that's been on the radio that's been played to death, I usually skip them. I'm not gonna lie. Even if they don't. I don't want to hear the shit again. Like y'all drilled this shit in my head. That's why I stopped listening to the radio.
Once again, it's the darkest nigga. Hit spark.
All right, bro. All
right. That's my shit, man.
I'm sorry. You the only one that know that.
That's what really what these bitches want. He dropped that though, like, and that was on his 3rd album. Like, bitch, like that was like him at his. Who else was doing that? Like,
plus, we actually remembered it. We actually remember the bitches' names that he was saying.
That was his 3rd album, bro. And that was in Dark and Hell Is Hot. I mean, that was and then it was X.
No, it wasn't.
That's his 3rd
one. That's a fact. Yes, it was. That was, and then it was X.
Track 9.
Yeah, he right.
I'm something like a hip hop historian, man. At 38,
I'm usually bad with years, but I know that's on that album. It had to be.
It's on the 3rd album
because
that was in 2000.
The only reason I know that because it wasn't the first single. Party Up was the first single, I think, right? Or What's My Name?
No, What's My Name was the first.
What's My Name, and then Party Up, and then that was the 3rd single off that.
Yeah,
we got it.
It's number 9.
Nigga, it's track 9.
On his 3rd album, fellas?
Yes. What's his album discography? What's his discography?
Wait, and then there was X. Track 9 is what these bitches want. You talking about?
What you talking about?
No, I was talking about. Oh, we're talking about different record. We're talking about different. I thought y'all was talking about Get on the Floor.
Get it on the floor. No one was talking about that. No one was talking about that.
We was talking about the Cisco joint. He just misheard us. That's all.
So what about
the Cisco joint?
What about it? I thought that for a street nigga, first off, for X to make Party Up, what these bitches like, there's a lot of songs that X made that street niggas aren't supposed to make because they.
That's what I'm saying. But it was fire though.
Yeah,
like,
that's what we're
like,
saying.
What these bitches want. That's an R&B record. That's more of an R&B joint.
What you got to understand is he got all of that out. Album 1 and 2. He dropped it in the same year. He is now making money.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It's money involved. So now lifestyle.
I'm just saying
your lifestyle changes.
I'm saying artists like X aren't supposed to know how to make those records. That's what we talk about. Like rappers,
wait, what? How?
Because rappers rap.
Niggas don't fuck.
How many? No, Jay. I'm saying rappers.
I understand exactly what Flaw.
You talking about music wise? Like he like musically, he not supposed to make a record like that.
Talking about rappers being able to rap, and can't make a song.
Especially when it comes to street rappers. All of them do not have girl songs like that.
That's what I'm saying. So for X to make those,
for X to be as grimy as he is, to
he made
have that song is nuts.
But he made House It Going Down on his first album. That was a chick record.
But
that's how great he is, though.
We're saying that's how great he is.
So
that's some LL shit. Everybody can't be LL.
That was
from the hood.
That was coaching. He was coached on those records. If you put those it's the beat, it's the features, and it's again lifestyle changes.
Right.
He
it's
went
not natural.
He went from a nigga that was homeless to a nigga with money. So you can do How's It Going Down?
I don't agree with that.
I get what you're saying.
How's It Going Down was on his first album, bro.
I don't agree with that. I'm just saying lifestyles do change, but these artists still don't know how to properly put together a song like X did.
Make a song
he needed them.
He knew how to do that coming in the game.
This was also an era where you had A&Rs, where you had artist development.
Right. That's a fact. But look, we keep forgetting
when you had people saying, "Let's do this, let's do that."
Yeah, for the most part.
If you listen to the lyrics, nigga, it's a hood song.
Yeah, for the most part, street niggas do not make girl songs on their own. Like these are all.
I knew she was a thug.
They told him he needed that on his album,
just like Diddy had to make Big do One More Chance and Juicy and all that. He didn't want to make that shit.
Same shit. With you, Jarrell, but when Biggie pulls it off, you go, "This is why you special."
Right.
Because every producer wants this.
That's Flaw's point. Yes.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, every A&R producer wants these records, but not everybody can make them. So when
like
deliver, it's crazy. Yeah.
Like the Flaw's point, How It's Going Down. That wasn't supposed to be on his first album. He was not supposed to be able to do that.
Yeah,
that doesn't
on
make
his first
sense.
joint, right?
From the rest of the album, it don't
make sense for that song to be on that album.
Compared to how grimy X is, that is not a song that he should be making.
Time out, fellas.
But that's just how nasty he was.
The shit started off with "Who dick you sucking."
I was just about to hold you.
You lying? Who dick you sucking?
Hey yo,
bitch, you lying.
Bitch, you lying.
I remember.
Hey yo,
I forgot that. I forgot that shit.
Yo, yeah.
What he says? Dick you bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, you know what it's like. This bitch ain't shit.
How you start off? Who dick you sucking? Nobody's. Bitch, you lying.
Bitch, you lying.
Somebody when they produced that track, they just said X right. That was X. Yo, put this on the Who dick you suck? like, bitch, you lying. I mean, when I met her, I knew she was a thug. When I met her, she had a scarf on. That is sick.
Man,
you know,
it was a little bit. Listen, honestly,
X was that nigga, man. Period.
Honestly, right. Honestly, X was special because if you do listen to his girl records, he disrespects them to the T, but the women love it.
Every fucking time. They call him a bitch in every record.
The song that the women love, he called her a chicken throughout the whole shit.
I'm politicking with this chick and wondering if I'm a creeper. Little hood rap bitch. 25th.
No. His number one. No. Think about it though. His number one chick song, the one with Cisco, What These Bitches Want. Think about the title of the song. And then he named 30 bitches.
Fam, nah.
And the chicks was in the clubs naming the 30 bitches with him.
He said,
not only that, they singing the hook.
What
these bitches want.
He said, "Bitch, I placed you, you placed me." That bitch was hard. He said, "Bitch, hard."
I plays you plays me.
So that's what I be talking about. So that's what I be talking about. Like when
Dawn, I don't know, Sean. Inez.
Yo. X is the only nigga to say, "Come on, man. You know I got a wife."
and get it off though. And get it off though. Got it off though.
Even though that pussy tight, I can't jeopardize my life.
Fam. I think X had to been on the only dude that had women all over him, and he disrespect the fuck out of them each and every song.
And
so it's kind of hard when, I understand like the cancel culture and stuff like that when it comes to sexism, but the women in our age range love DMX. So what are you talking about? It's just how we grew up.
But you know they got articles out there trying to cancel X about his lyrics and shit.
All some past shit. That makes no sense.
After he named all of them, were all treated fairly. But yet and still, bitches is on some other shit. But now I'm fucking with Drew Hill.
So that nigga was keep it real. So back then that nigga was preaching the gospel. So speaking of him being spiritual, that nigga was preaching the gospel before he became like real spiritual, because that's some gospel shit right there.
Listen, I think the most important thing we got from X, man, on some real shit, hip hop wise, was just the real, bro. We got just realness, bro. He definitely brought realness to the game, bro. Like what we saw, what we got wasn't nothing fabricated. Like I believe everything he said, like on some real shit. Like I never seen him to be a liar.
Two quotables from the my fault, Gerald. Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead. No, you go.
So 2 quotables from the Chronicles that I've seen so far. Like I was late. I don't like watching shit in series. Like I'm gonna go on YouTube and finish it today.
And binge it.
But
yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, me too.
And when he said, there's always a gift in every bad situation. You have to be strong enough to look for it. I thought about y'all when y'all killed me when I say COVID was. COVID was COVID. But then
you're trying to make your statement.
No.
You're trying to clean your statement up, saying that even though you said
no,
what you
I'm not cleaning it up.
I'll kill your ass again for the shit that you say.
I'm gonna always say thank God for COVID.
Oh shit! Damn.
That's nuts.
And then when he said,
so you're saying that there's something good. I mean, I get you.
Yes, there's something
you're trying to tie in it, but it's just how you said it. It's always saying. We're not saying
something good. It was something good. It was something good in this pandemic. Yes.
Okay. All right.
And then when he went to jail, how he said being in that cell reminded him of being in his room.
Yeah, at the room. Yeah.
That shit killed me. I was like, damn. Like,
yeah. As far as
that, man, why do you think on some real shit? I don't want to even talk about like the black experience or whatever. Why do you think people from the hood don't really care about going to jail if they grew up in the projects and shit?
Mm-hmm.
It's damn near the same thing.
It's conditioned. Yeah, we conditioned for that shit. We built for that.
We're actually conditioned to go to jail. But that's another subject. I don't want to get it too dark.
That's a whole nother podcast.
But that's a whole nother podcast. But we're conditioned that way.
But I think if you're X, the only reason why you get away with that because there's a combination of a few things, right? Like you got to take the belly a sex scene. You got to take just X being X. You could talk to me like that if you're gonna fuck him like you fuck Keisha. You know what I'm saying? Like you can talk to me like that because we feel like you're real. We feel like you're genuine. Everybody can't get bitch off. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. It depends on who you are and how you say it.
If they feel like
it definitely depends on how you say it.
Facts. If they feel like you are genuinely you, like none of that stuff was acting. We said that. Like that's who X is all the way through, and he's the only one that can get away with that.
And plus, you gotta think about where we come from. Where we come from, that word is synonymous with a whole bunch of other words. It's not exactly
a noun.
Person, place, noun, thing, adverb, adjective.
It's like in the tri-state area, we use that word like it's water. Like
not when he said it on What These Bitches Want though. He meant that shit.
He meant that. He meant the definition. He meant the Webster's definition of bitch. Yes. I'm just saying we just use it in our vocabulary loosely. We call everybody
in Trenton. Especially in Trenton.
It has nothing to do with women, if that makes sense. We call everything bitch.
And then the crazy part about that is, fuck what I was about to say.
What tweet? You about to say a tweet?
I seen a tweet going around saying like DMX was the perfect example of being real and being vulnerable at the same time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's a fact. Yes.
Yeah. Because he was one of the emotional. He always had his feelings.
I needed to ad lib.
He always had his feelings on his sleeve. But
You been ad-libbing all show, nigga. Fuck
right, hitting buttons and shit.
Lord, I come to you and speak to you.
Right, and speaking of that,
so-
that's what I wanted to talk about before, because like not being a gospel artist, you gotta think about X as being one of the first, not only but one of the first people to actually share his relationship with God all the time, especially
on
after
every
his,
album,
after,
damn near.
right,
What was it,
especially
like
when he
before
got
and every
older,
after show?
right? Like like he prays on stage.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't care if you like God or not. Like he's gonna get that off. Like that's his relationship with him. That's
And
what
he could have
talked
been
about.
with. He could have been
Bars off.
transitioned to gospel music too.
Ah,
he
yeah,
could
he
have
could've.
been put out like a hip hop gospel.
He's had,
album.
matter of fact, he has gospel songs. He just doesn't have full gospel albums. Like he does have a collection of songs that you could actually put on a playlist and call it a
Make
gospel
it a gospel album. Yo,
Yes, because I've done it.
with the prayers. You
Right,
throw the
'cause I've
prayers
done it-
in there.
I did it a while ago, like 10 years ago. But yeah, you can do that if you wanted to.
The
Check
prayer,
the playlist. Check the playlist king out, giving
Whatever.
out little
I-
secrets and shit. Check him out.
the prayer on "It's Dark and Hell Is Hot." It fucked a lot of people up because once again we wasn't used to that, but it was fire.
Right.
On his
Oh,
first
right.
album. On his
First
very
album.
First album.
Rap artists don't do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like if you notice, like they don't talk about God like that, whether they believe in him or not. Like they'll say, thank God in the award ceremony and stuff.
Yeah.
They don't put that shit on the album.
Bro, this nigga dropped another album with no promotion.
What album?
Same year. Flesh of My Flesh.
Flesh of My Flesh.
No promotion. The only single off the album was Slipping. But bitch, he just dropped that shit and it was like it never nothing stopped, bro. If anything, he kept moving. Like
Nah, they had more
3.5.
singles than that.
3.5.
what was the next single off of that album?
Nah, the first single,
tell you
that
right
wasn't
now.
the first
Slipping,
single.
right?
Slipping was the only single.
Slipping was the only one, right?
Yep.
Nah, man.
It was the only single.
On Flesh?
Yep.
Flesh in My Flesh.
Slipping. But he was still riding the momentum from the first album. Because remember, he's the first dude to throw 2 albums out in the same year. Both go #1, both go platinum. Nobody's ever done that before. Ever.
And to me, that kind of
Rick Ross tried to do it.
That kind of took away from his who?
Rick Ross tried to do it.
Yeah. That kind of took away from his first album sales to me though, because you was torn between spending that 20 because a tape was expensive back then.
Yeah,
But
like 17.
you was torn between spending that 20 on which album you wanted. You get what I'm saying? Like you was only going about one.
Word is on.
One came out in May, the other one came out December.
Okay, but
It still count, bro. It's still the same. Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. Niggas was getting that shit for Christmas.
I know, but it takes a
clean
while.
version.
And then that rocked through the whole summer though.
When you sell tapes, it takes time for people to purchase. Like how many stories have we heard where like Game even said it? I went to the store. It was Chronic. There was the Chronic and Illmatic. Only had $20.
He stole both. He said he stole both.
But still, the story is I only had enough for one. I'm saying, but the story is I only had enough for one. It's what I'm saying.
You gotta think about this pre-DSPs, man.
Yeah, like
to have 2 albums go platinum in a calendar year is unheard of.
And
to put both albums out.
Like
anyway.
niggas had to really go to Sam Goody to get these shits.
Right.
Like niggas got to go to Best
Sounds
Buy.
right.
Right.
Ace.
Niggas had to go outside.
Unless niggas was scamming. What was that shit they used to send us in the mail? And you
Columbia House.
Yeah,
Columbia House. Yeah, I did it. I did it with some DVDs.
You know what I mean, man? You know what I mean? I'm a music head. You know how many times I pissed my mom off doing shit like that?
You know how many names
I had
used?
like 100 CDs coming up to the crib, nigga.
Listen, how did that work? Because I did it one time and I really only gave them a penny. They never asked for another.
Bro,
Yeah,
you take the penny to the shit, bro, and send it in, and they send you your shit
And
with a
then
bill. With a bill.
They charge you mad shit after that. Though.
I'll be right back, fellas. Pot on.
Yeah, but X was
We
that
will.
dude, man.
Couldn't have too much DMX in 98 through 2000. That's a fact.
Yeah, he was that nigga.
He started the movies in like 2000. Like he was everywhere. Like you feel me? And then at that time, we talk about Jay-Z running it from that time because Hard Knock Life dropped in 98. He went 5 times platinum.
That's why I told you there's.
You know what I'm saying? We don't talk about X around that time, bro.
Because of Jay-Z.
That's crazy.
Because Jay-Z was the headliner. DMX was number 2 in our eyes. So that's the only reason we don't talk about him like that. Because of Jay-Z. Like they both came up at the exact same time. All that Rough Riders, Murder Inc. and Rockefeller stuff all happened at the same time.
Yeah.
So.
Once Irv got there, that's when shit really started to shape up. And you know what I mean?
And Irv fucked
in my
it up
opinion.
too.
And Irv fucked it up. Word is life.
And Irv fucked it up too. So that's on Irv and them. That's why you don't really hear that much about
Cisco and DMX together on a track is still sick.
That I told you.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Nasty.
Like, yeah, that's nuts. That don't make no sense.
No sense.
Nobody fuck that up, bro.
That beat was fire.
Word.
Yo, you heard the story about What's My Name? Because Irv brought X and What's My Name, and then this said he did it, and then Irv was the only one in the studio. Like, man, nah, X was mad, and then went back in the studio. And so in the beginning, we heard this ain't. You think it's a fucking game? But he was talking to Irv, like,
he killed that shit too.
Word is like, that's one of the best songs on the album too.
As big as jiggers. That's that bullshit. X knew. X even shouted out Jay-Z in his own song. Like he knew, yo.
Yeah.
Niggas think they got figures as big as jiggers. I had Jay-Z in the video. That's that bullshit.
Oh, he was in that video.
He was in I remember that shit.
Word is life, he was in that video.
Like, that's what I'm saying. They were all in the same triangle, man. Like, they don't get me wrong.
I think John was in that video.
They were competitive and everything. I think that triangle is something that people do not talk about all the time.
I think he was dissing John that song.
Why was Cisco walking in place like that though?
I don't remember.
Out of all we talking about, because he's Cisco, man. Because he's Cisco, bro.
You think he was?
Why was he smiling in that picture with 50 Cent, bitch? Like, if we want to talk about walking in place,
you talk about the recent shit.
Yeah, bro. I wish we had that shit.
Up there
bro,
looking
like
somebody baby mom.
Oh man, he looked like somebody girl.
Like, I don't get it.
Yeah,
he was like, I don't get it.
He was on the side looking like somebody like 50 bought him a purse, nigga. Like, what you talking about? Like, he bought him a bag.
I don't get it.
He was cheesing.
That's been Cisco since '96. What are you?
I'm not saying.
Nah, you right.
Saying,
you're right.
It's just funny though. Like,
it's just funny.
Track record. We're talking about the caption. He really looked like he was. I told y'all I was fucking.
He really looked like he got the bag.
And R. Kelly had their little beef that shortly. They little mini beef. When Cisco said, bitch, he better than everybody, I think Free, and it was like R. Kelly too, but he like, bitch, everybody. Da-da-da-da.
At the time, what's Cisco supposed to say though? At the time,
but he
at the height of Drew Hill,
he was unleashing his dragon.
This was Thong's song.
His dragon was unleashed. Yeah,
that's the peak of his fucking Cisco-ness. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Technically, I don't think DMX has Cisco in the hood because every time Cisco part come up, it's a white background.
They wasn't in the same video, right? Like, their video wasn't together.
You trying to say he imported the hood for Cisco?
He green screened the hood for him.
It's a white background.
It wasn't no hood, yeah.
Hey, no one don't forget though.
Fam, that is hilarious.
In front of this white
we can't bring Cisco to the hood. We got to bring the hood to Cisco.
You know what? DMX couldn't be here, so what we're gonna need you to do is walk in place in front of this white background.
You know why that tick is so nasty? The only thing you should be focused on is Gloria Velez, fam. She was the shit. We didn't care about
not Gloria Velez.
You were the backdrop nigga, Gloria Velez, nigga. Yeah, you like that.
I was about to say, knowing J Type, Gloria Velez probably your number one.
Right,
he's talking about number one video chicks of all time and shit.
Yes.
She definitely fits your criteria, sir. She definitely does.
I done let a couple loose to the Freak Nick videos with her and Uncle Luke.
Oh my God, bro!
Look, and the crazy part, it all depends on your taste. Because I never was that big on Gloria Velez for some reason.
No, that was. Remember
she was cool, but I wasn't big on her like that.
Bro,
now when you talk about like Melissa Ford and everything, like that's a different thing.
Keep that to yourself, though, Jay. We don't care about.
Remember,
yeah, we know, bro. Listen, we from the VHS era. We know, bro. But just keep the leak. You know what I mean? Talking about DMX, bro.
Rest in peace, DMX, man.
Yeah, man. We're gonna get into Snowfall, but first, hold on. I want to talk. I would like to have a message, right? Because I know we're gonna change subjects, right? We need
Kelly
to talk
and Nicole look good in this video too.
We need to talk about this.
I told you that shit was trash, bro. I told you.
This is the new Ciroc limited edition Summer Citrus, right? This is my birthday weekend, and you niggas told me to buy this shit.
No.
This is garbage. This is trash. This tastes like grapefruit Flintstone vitamins. This does not taste good, Flaw. How do you think this tastes good?
It tastes delicious.
Do you know how much the Cash App got to be popping for me for Diddy to promote this shit. This shit is garbage. This sewer water.
Oh no.
This not good at all. Like, I don't find it good, tasty at all.
No, you can't mix that with nothing, bro.
Nothing.
I drink it straight.
Ew.
Drinking it straight is nasty.
That shit is like drinking
this shit
carpet time or something.
Sorry, man.
Nah, he missed with that one. Nah, he missed with that one. The bottle, all right, you feel me?
See, that's what I'm saying. Niggas had to pay $30, $35 for this bottle.
Nah, nigga.
It's all about promotions and advertisement.
VS.
That's good.
The brown, that's brandy. Nah, that shit is not good. Nothing brandy.
I actually tasted that before. That's not bad.
So, if it ain't yak, it's whack.
Well,
if it ain't yak, it's whack.
I don't have an argument for that. But this shit right here, Flaw, I'm gonna keep this in my bar. We just gonna me and the wife gonna do shots of this like sporadically because she don't like this shit either.
You can give it to me.
No. I refuse to give this to somebody just because I paid $30 for this.
Bitch got to drink shots of that after you had a hard day at work.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Niggas got you gotta like take this like when you just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you just want to get drunk. You pissed off or something like.
Yeah, fuck this.
Wait. Breaking news from DJ Iron Mike. He said,
"Hold on. Let's get this up." Big J was acting like the Ciroc was nectar made by Jesus himself. This particular this particular flavor,
that brand,
it better not be. Oh, Ciroc period.
Like what the fuck?
Oh, Ciroc period.
Oh, nah, we was Ciroc boys. Me and Flo was Ciroc boys from about 2010 to this about 2012.
I can't get all the flavors though. All the flavors are not good.
Red berry, bro. Listen, red berry, the blue one.
I don't like that one.
I quit my job at the Finish Line when I got the call that I was going to be crowned a Ciroc boy in Atlanta to fly out.
I'm a white dot, green dot type of nigga. Maybe yellow with the pineapple.
Pineapple.
I can't.
Yeah, that pineapple.
I can't drink.
Y'all fuck with that peach one.
I can't even
that
smell
peach
mango.
One.
I never had the mango. I think I'm gonna get that next.
That was
red berry.
I had that one of my birthday parties at Anchor. And that was when my mom and my kids thought I was dead at the bottom of my steps in the crib.
See?
Wait, what?
Jay got mad. Yo, Jay got mad. I was fucked up. I can't.
Mango Ciroc?
Coherent stories.
You know what it was, though? It was the Moet. That's what did it.
Don't you dare do that. Don't you dare.
No.
Dare.
I literally had 2 bottles of Ciroc that night. And then somebody bought me a bottle of Moet for my birthday that night. And They chilled me. They took me home from Anchor. They parked my car. These niggas got me in the crib, locked the door, and I collapsed at the bottom of the steps.
Fam, I ain't gonna lie.
Throw up everywhere.
I'm not taking this no bad. I don't have any fucking blackout stories. I got like drunk stories, maybe some shit like I did some. I don't do wild, crazy shit when I'm drunk like that.
No comment.
I've never done that before. Not gonna lie.
No comment.
I don't know that experience at all. Waking up like, what the fuck happened? I've never done that. Like that shit is scary to me, nigga. Like,
I'm about to tell him my wild story. We went to Reggie Walker's party.
I'm gonna tell him with you too, because I got a whole different version of this story.
See.
We went to Reggie Walker's birthday party. And
we know
I had to get pre because I, you know what I'm saying, I just had to get me something like before the party started to feel nice because I don't like to be around people, so I needed to get nice.
You had to get into your other ego.
Hold on, Flaw, hold that point. Hey, yo, Mike. The 100th episode is the next episode, maybe next week. You might could come on. We need those stories, bro. I need these J. We need these J stories. We definitely do.
No, Nick, no, that was me saving his life.
Well, no, we still need your stories though. For you being the savior and the motherfucker that get blocked out. It seems like you have been on both sides.
The oppressor and the savior.
That's what I'm saying.
But I need to hear this Flaw story. I need to hear this.
Oh yeah, I was there, bro.
That nigga had to get pre.
I pre-gamed too hard, and I even walked into Reggie's house. Because they was pre-gaming lit. And I was overdressed, man. I had the button up with the sweater with the other.
We all was. We was overdressed.
I was wild overdressed. I looked like a fool and was acting like a fool.
He didn't look like a fool, bro.
You said you was overdressed.
Like
Hold on, don't just say you were overdressed. I need to fit. What did you have?
Listen,
don't just say overdressed and moonwalk over there.
He wasn't overdressed, bro, but we was dressed, bro. We felt overdressed. We might have felt overdressed, bro.
I'm just saying you was just gonna say I was overdressed and moonwalk through that shit. I want to know what you had on.
I had the button up on, which would have been enough. But then I threw the sweater button joint on, which would have been
cardigan,
like a cardigan.
A cardigan on, which
nothing wrong with that.
Which would have been enough.
Okay, my bad. You're not done. I'm sorry.
I think I did have a tie on. Had a tie on, which would have been enough. I think I came through with something else over that, and I remember them looking at me like I was crazy, and I realized what I did wrong when they looked at me like I was crazy. Like, oh, this nigga wowing. So boom,
I had a couple layers on. He had some layers on. He had jeans on.
What type of party was this?
Listen, bro. It was. Let me tell it, bro. So look, it was at the
Baldessari. To a birthday party?
Look, it was at the Baldessari. But look, the nigga Reggie, you know what I'm saying? He's a fly dude. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's his birthday party. Everybody fly in there. You know what I'm saying? So we grown men. So we threw the grown men type of attire on. You feel me? I had my little blazer on, my little shirt on, my little jeans and shoes, hard bottoms. You feel me?
Oh, so how was you overdressed, Florida?
He wasn't. He just had a couple layers on. So when we got in the crib, he got kind of hot type shit.
Oh, you was just hot. That's all.
The button up would have been fine. That's what I'm saying. The cardigan, fine. Everything was just.
I guess I'm saying it doesn't seem like you were overdressed. You just had too much shit on. It's a difference. So
look,
like
we getting this good. Now he came, like he said, he pre-gaming. I didn't know he pre-gamed before he came and picked me up. I mean, I got the big bottles of Radberry and shit with us and shit. You feel me? So we go over to the spot, his mom's crib. We drinking and shit there and shit. We get to the spot.
See, I already know what's
so we get to the spot, right?
The person picking up is not supposed to be doing any pre-gaming.
Look, so
you driving and did the pre-game
or this bomb. So look, you know, we some rap boys. It's my guy. You feel me? I got him. You feel me? So we at the spot. The spot dope. Spot lit. Hella females there. Hella the vibe cool. Everything. Nigga, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, niggas start fighting. Chicks start fighting at that. Boom. You see it go down. I'm right there watching it go down. Nigga, security come, they breaking shit up. Now some dudes start fighting. This at my man's birthday party, you feel me? Everybody wilding, niggas running, niggas, they start pepper spraying. Somebody pepper sprayed in the club, in the spot. Feel me? So everything fucked up. Niggas can't breathe.
A girl probably had it in her purse or something.
I came with this nigga Flaw. So first thing when niggas start running, acting crazy, I'm like, oh shit, where Flaw at? You feel me?
Jay,
I'm running around looking for him. Word is bond. I'm running around looking for this dude, right? I goes in the bathroom. Now keep in mind, niggas is coughing, snotting at the nose, motherfuckers coming in the bathroom, bitch on the floor, all type of shit. It's pandemonium. You feel me? Guess where Flaw at? In the bathroom, in the stall, bitch. I something said, check the stalls, man. I checked the stalls. This nigga is in the middle stall like this, sitting on the motherfucking stall. Out. I'm like, nigga, come on, let's go. He passed out like this. Listen, this ain't the first. This is his signature move. This is how you know he got it. Listen, he like this.
Wait, you passed out with all them layers on?
Word is bond. I think he ain't had his coat on. His coat was off. His coat was in the car.
Passing out in a cardigan is nasty.
Hold on. Aunt, you're trying to save me, but I'm gonna keep it a whole 100%. Right back.
You knew what was going on?
Wait, no. Wait. You're trying to save me. I'm gonna back up a little bit. I was sitting by the entrance, right? So you got people coming in. I threw up all over the floor. Almost got wild people that was coming in. So I almost threw up.
Shit.
What?
You missed that part.
So I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
So I got threw up all over the floor. I mean, we talking about the entrance. Like people are coming in. Like people had to. So boom.
Yo, it's females coming in the men's room and everything, bro. It's pandemonium. Niggas is outside. They didn't turn the fire alarm on. All type of shit is going on.
So I threw up before all that stuff said because I never saw none of that. So after
you was fucked up before the pepper spray even happened.
right.
So I threw up.
So I went make you even worse then.
I went to the bathroom, right? And that's when Aunt came and got me. But I'm gonna keep it. I was face flat on the ground. I was.
Oh, you was face flat on the ground?
I was face flat.
See, I don't remember that part.
You remember what you was drinking?
Ciroc.
We was drinking Ciroc.
All pregame.
I don't remember that. I don't remember seeing him face flat, bro. I promise you, I don't. I remember this pose for some reason, bitch. That's what I remember.
Maybe.
But bitch, I remember the middle stall.
How about I'm taking Aunt's
No,
Ed could have said you went through the dash for riding a fucking unicycle, and I would.
So I'm
get
like,
his word
he
over
like, yo, we
yours.
good. Yo, he like, we good. Yo, we good. I'm like, nigga, no, we not. Bitch, it's crazy out here. I'm like, listen, hold your breath. You ain't gonna be able to breathe. We go out here, bro. I swear to God, this was on some movie shit, yo. I got this nigga. He big as hell still, right? I'm little Ant. I got this nigga on my arm going out, right?
Yo,
we can't breathe. Yo, we bumping into niggas.
Ant need to put you on his taxes, nigga. Like you saved your fucking life, nigga.
Yo, it was like we was coming out of burning building or some shit. Yo, like it was wild that night. Like,
and we got a ticket after that. Cops pulled me over.
I woke up. See, I wasn't with you when you left. I actually was you good because I had
right.
So you did all that and drove home?
Yeah.
See how niggas you got pulled over that night?
I got pulled over. Be? Oh, shit. That don't make no. See, you were supposed to die that night. You lucky.
Wow.
But that's the life. But
Jay,
listen,
Jay,
I know.
Hold on. Don't say nothing. When you talk about I'm being honest. This man, he said he was face first on a public bathroom floor and then drove home.
I don't remember it. I don't remember him being face first, bro.
I get it.
I don't remember him being face first.
But okay, and if we go to your story, he was knocked out on the toilet and drove home. Jay, what the fuck? Like, yes, he was supposed to die. Like, hey, yo, he's lucky he didn't kill anybody. Like,
so to my credit, that's fucked up. I'm a fucked up friend because I let him drive you home. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was focused on some other shit. You know what I mean? I had some.
Yeah. See, that's how.
So I'm really, but I'm taking niggas' word for him. You know what I mean? We was outside, like I swear to God, everything ain't just happened all fast. Like we stood outside for a minute. We looking at everything go down. You feel me? Like, so once I figured out he was good to go, I'm like, yo, you know, I ain't gonna just be like, all right, you good? All right, bye. I ain't gonna do him like that. You feel me? We walked him to the car.
Damn. See, if you gotta walk the nigga to the car,
because where I was going was on the way.
I feel you, Jarrell, but I always feel like I'm good when I'm driving.
So does everybody else, sir. That's not the point.
I would do it again.
Everybody look like this.
I made sure my bro was good. Though. I didn't leave him in there though. I didn't leave my boy in the bathroom.
That's good.
I ain't know where he was at.
You just let him drive home.
I was thinking on my feet. And keep it. Look, listen. I was fucked up too though. Y'all not acting like I was just on some sober and nigga. I'm in there body too.
I was wasn't ass body. Yeah,
I had the wherewithal to know like bitch he wasn't around. I had to go find him. Like, bitch, he was number one. You know what I mean? Like,
I would have been left in there face first.
I wasn't leaving you in there, bro. Like, I wasn't going to leave you.
Because I had no idea a fight broke out. Fights and pepper spray. None of that happened.
Niggas, they start fighting. They rocking. Nigga, the pepper spray go off, then the fire alarm go off in all succession. Just like that. Bitch, I'm like, oh, my God. It's some movie shit, yo. We come out. I think something was on fire. You know what I mean? I think it was an alligator in there or something. Like, bitch, I don't remember much of coming out, but I do remember this big ass nigga arm across my little ass neck coming out there. Bitch, we had to go down steps and everything. I'm like, yo.
I definitely survived that night because if that building was on fire.
No, it wasn't on fire,
bro. You would have burnt down with it. You was going down with it.
September 29th, 2012 is when I chilled out from drinking.
Damn, you know the date?
Yeah. That was my birthday.
Save that story for next week, yo. If you know the date, when you know the date, not like the ceremony or what happened. If you know like September 29th, 2000, like that's a movie shit. That's when you know something fucked up. that's the beginning.
A chapter in a book.
Yeah,
bro.
that's the beginning of that's the beginning of a Spider-Man movie. September 29th, 2012. I guess you would have thought how I got here, and then rewind and fucking movie come up.
You ready to get into Snowfall?
Saving man. Let me put for next week, man. Yeah, stay this next week on.
Oh, you want to do a production meeting on air first, or you want to say that for last?
Say that for last. Give them some Snowfall.
All right, we can go do a Snowfall.
Snowfall, big damn.
Did everybody watch it?
Of course.
You know we did. I'm about to watch it again.
I'm about to say the night of, sir. I'm a night of time. Snowfall got me watching appointment television.
Matter of fact, you did. That's the only. That's the. It was like Snowfall. I'm ready to pod.
Yep. That's the only show that has me and wifey on appointment television.
How many
like,
eps we got left?
I think only this the seventh one, right?
Like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Like 2 or 3. That's it.
Yeah. Yep.
Damn.
And I work Wednesday too. Ain't that about a bit?
Man, you can watch that bitch 3 in the morning on Hulu.
So
Get
where
up
we
like you
gonna
going
start with this episode, man? What the hell is Reed doing? Like Reed got captured. He was walking fucking jungle.
Man, I fast forward Reed part.
I don't know what the hell
going lie.
Man, Reed.
I straight fast forward Reed part.
You fast forward the part.
I'm not. I don't even care no more, bro. I don't care.
Yeah. All right.
They gonna tell about it in the next scene anyway. Like, yeah, Reed.
It's because you know why? Because the Reed, like they put that so much of a side story that since it doesn't have anything to do with Franklin, even though it does, we really don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
don't care about
not
this
care
nigga.
about this white man losing his brother, like being kidnapped in the jungle. We really don't care about Reed, yo. Stop.
Which the story is, Franklin is losing his shit and Reed's not there, so they have to show us why Reed's not around. Because if Reed, this shit would have been over with. Because as we see, when he came back, he got rid of the reporter. If Reed is there, none of this shit is happening because he would tell Franklin to his face, handle it.
No, he didn't get rid of the reporter.
Well, I'm saying he
threatened her, but we don't know what she's gonna do.
Right, but what if Reed was there from the beginning? That's true. Never made it out.
Even if she do go police, bitch, she's gonna die.
He has to get rid of her because she wake up. Then what? He has to get rid of her. I think
he told her she gonna wake up.
I actually think it's too late. Like she already wrote it. It's already out. What's the point of killing it? What's the point?
But it's another part to it, though. They said, right? It's another something that's not published yet.
A part 2, yeah.
Okay, so what I'm saying, if Reed was there though, none of this stuff would have been happening because Franklin would have told him. Or, well, you know what, Pops? You know what? I don't think Reed would.
Yeah, it still would have went down, bro.
Still would have went down, but they would have got to her quicker. As soon as, because remember, Franklin was calling Reed and he wouldn't pick up. So Franklin,
so it was a couple days.
Right.
So Franklin had to go into his own bag. But I think that what they're trying to paint the picture of, like they have to show Reed somewhere because he's one of the stars. So they have to give him a script. But he's somewhere. But if he was home where Franklin could confide in him, a lot of this shit wouldn't be happening because Reed makes shit happen. So with that being said, Franklin is still having to think on his feet. And that seems to be a difficult thing for him because these motherfuckers went to a funeral outside just to stand there and become targets, knowing that there's a bounty out on their heads.
Fam, I don't understand it. I told you I don't.
And then
get
Louis
why.
came at the last minute.
Tell me why they think just because they killed Fatback, why they think shit is sweet. If they already know Leon
his ass was there.
Was there. I don't understand why they think everything is all gravy.
But Leon had to be there though, like right? Didn't he have to be there?
I don't have to be anywhere. I'm a bounty on my head, fam.
Or at least, if you have to be there. There's certain ways to go about it. Like you
stay
can be
in the car, nigga.
Yeah, you could be
raise
low.
your hair.
Like niggas wasn't even low. If this nigga don't get a fade or something,
bro,
you look like yourself.
That's what I'm saying. Like put a hat on to something. Like do something.
Yeah. Franklin walk around with a cane, so we know that's Franklin.
No, that's Franklin. And then Louis come at the end, type shit.
Yep. So
Jam and Jerome about to get jamming. I know that. The beat's
Talk
gonna knock like an 808 next episode, nigga. Them speakers gonna be bumping next episode.
Yo, Leon did one hell of a job keeping Jam and Jerome at the hospital, didn't he? Franklin wanted us to stay here.
Fuck Franklin,
yo,
bitch.
On some real shit though, if you Leon, what you gonna do? You gotta think about Jerome older than them. He would have fucked Leon up if he was. Not like you could keep him there.
So once again, this is a plan that Franklin. This is a bullshit plan for Franklin. What do you expect me to do? Like you took Peaches. Peaches is the backup. You took Peaches. Come on, Peaches. Well, at the end of the day,
he need Peaches though.
He need Peaches.
He need 2 Peaches.
Yeah. So
the name is Peaches.
I know, right?
He needs 2 Peaches.
It suits him, and he will forever be Peaches.
Yeah,
he will forever, like Flaw said, he will forever be Peaches. So
there was a scene that Reed and Franklin had where Reed told Franklin, "You can't trust nobody." So when he said that, and he realized that his girl at the time, and listen, fellas, I made a post about this because those emotions fuck you up, right? When you're the one that I come to confine in, like you're rubbing my scalp, you're massaging me. Like we're doing all of this stuff and I'm emotionally tied to you and you're also setting up my downfall. Those are emotions men can't handle because we can trust you. We feel like we're going to let down that wall. We got that wall. We're going to let it down. I'm about to give it to you only to find out you a bitch.
Like your DMX voice.
DMX voice.
Only to find out that you are the enemy. And that fucks with us, fam. Like this is some regular raw. Listen, when you massage a man's scalp, that's love. So at the end of the day, I can understand Franklin being confused, but having to do what he had to do. But she fucked up when she brought Man Boy up all easy and calm.
All crazy and shit, yeah.
It's like she just bring up
his name, his regular name, though.
She ain't said Man Boy name the whole time they knew each other, right?
Yeah, what's his name, though, again? Marvin, bitch.
Some
Devin,
like
bitch, some weird
She knew the whole
his
scenario.
Government. Yeah.
He'll get his sister to relax. You just got to give him the plug. Like, how do you
know this?
All of a sudden, you know the whole game.
Yeah,
and that let Franklin know. All right, you know what? Let me stay here. So him and Peaches went to what's her name? So I want to put some respect on her name.
I really don't remember her name. I just remember she was shorty from Inglewood that helped him out with Scully at one point. So she been
that's Scully's sister, ain't it?
Nah, that's not his sister, I don't think.
So why she keep saying my brother? Who her brother then? That Man Boy said he gonna kill.
That's somebody I don't think we know. I don't think they showed him. Like they either got him kidnapped or some shit like that, I think.
Yeah.
Because she came into the picture.
Drew, that's his name, Drew.
Yeah, because she came into a picture when she could help him because she's from Inglewood and she knew Scully. She could help find him. So she was a double agent this whole time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it just goes to you, Man Boy, fam. I get it. The drug game is new.
He's smart though.
He's smart, but as far as he's a more vicious Franklin, meaning he's about his business, but he will get it done when he has to get it done and make those decisions.
You got to think about it. You didn't think Man Boy would last this long. We thought like this whole time we thought Scully was going to be that nigga, right? Especially from the first couple episodes.
Yep.
That nigga's still in the house washing dishes.
His daughter got killed, bitch.
That's what I'm saying. His daughter got killed, and he's not in the picture at all. It's his wife and Man Boy now.
But I will say, if Scully wakes up,
it's a wrap.
Story.
Everybody died. Man Boy might die too. He might kill Man. He don't give a fuck about him. That's his wife's brother. He can go too.
Yeah.
He's not related to him, yo.
And
because that's his wife's brother.
And his wife, Queen Khadijah. You know, Scully listens to his wife, and that's his brother, and that's her brother, and he has everything under control, which is why Scully is chilling, not only for that, but for the fact that he feels like it's karma. So there's a lot of things Scully is dealing with that does not have that has not allowed him to actually take the action he would like to take if he was in his right frame of mind. Because we've seen Scully and how he get busy. You understand? So at the end of the day, I like the story that this has affected him because it keeps him in the story. Because if we had Scully looking for him every episode, I don't know how they could have wrote that. Because Scully has to find them because that's just who he is. It's what he does. They can't make Scully look like a nut.
Yeah,
his right frame of mind.
Yeah, you can't go at like if Scully too nasty to go after Franklin and not get him in 10 fucking episodes.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I see what you mean. Yeah,
like so they have to put Scully on ice and then let Man Boy take the lead, who's not trying to kill Franklin, at least not at first until he gets the plug. So now we get to stretch the story out.
Because Franklin obviously would have been dead if they really wanted to kill him, yo.
I thought they should have killed him when Man Boy.
They could have been killed Franklin if they wanted him dead.
When they had that conversation and Franklin said, I'm not giving Leon up, that's about it.
Right.
Yeah.
They could have killed him right then. They let him walk.
What, man?
Because he the plug.
Yeah, right. The cheap plug. Like, we can get it from anywhere.
They don't know who the plug is. And now that the story out, they putting the pieces together too. Like, yo, CIA niggas.
Now Franklin is expendable. Now Franklin can really go.
Okay, that's what I was about to get to. So how do you look at that story knowing that it's the CIA? Do you want that plug now? Like if you Man Boy and this story hits your front porch.
Well, he said that. He said that he wanted to take his place.
If
like he actually said that, I think. Like when the story came out, he said like they're gonna get rid of Franklin. We're gonna take his place. My thing is that remember this is all new, so they don't really know what that means.
Okay, right.
They don't know. They don't have no end game. This has never happened before in history, so they don't know what's gonna come up come of this?
And you're right about that end game. Like, what are we going to do after this? Get a job?
Right.
Oh, we're in the.
That's what Franklin Mom and them talking about.
Like they don't know this is the first crack epidemic. They don't have an end game.
And this is the first.
What's going to happen?
First time you get this type of money.
Right.
That's what we got to understand too. Like, yo, we're all poor in the hood.
Like we see all the things that can happen from past history. Think about if you were the first ones that did it.
Yeah. Yep. Like we're the first ones actually dropping bodies. Like they said it in the previous seasons. Like the bodies are starting to drop now.
Right.
It's new to us. We don't know the outcome of it.
That's why Jerome was mad at Louis talk about what she gonna do to Arkansas. That's a whole fucking state, nigga. Like
you know what you have to do.
Right. They took that to a trailer park in Arkansas and he's worried about what they gonna do. Like that's nuts. It's not that even that many people. Imagine if they dropped it off in a city.
Yeah.
Because even Compton is spread out more than like a city. Like imagine when they drop that shit off in like.
And we all have a heart,
like that.
Like at the end of the day, when you start walking around seeing your people strung out on that, you still got a heart. Like, damn, are we doing this? But the money good though.
For the first time, niggas ain't never seen no crackheads before.
You get caught like, damn, we doing this? Oh shit!
Imagine if you've never seen a crackhead before.
They didn't. That was the first.
That's
that was
what I'm saying. Like they all look like zombies to them. They don't know what's going on.
And it's your own people, your own neighbors, your girlfriends, the ones you love. That's why it's crazy. Right. Yeah, that's crazy. Man. What you about to say, Ann? You about to say something? I thought.
Nah, I hate TV because I think I don't give. I hear what you're saying. With like it's the first time a crack epidemic hit and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But there's no way. If I'm doing that type of dirt that Franklin doing, that my mother's still gonna be living in the same house. Like, I don't care how bad she want to stay there, bitch. There's no way my mom will be in the same house, and I'm doing all this dirt and all this crazy shit.
The mother said she didn't want to leave.
Man,
well, in that case, why he lived in?
Fuck that.
I get exactly what Ant's saying. So why does he live there then? I don't really get why he lives there.
It's where he lived there too.
Yeah, it wouldn't like every time we see Franklin, he at the house. Like they still live in that house.
Crazy.
Like he doesn't have his own crib to me, right?
So that's why it's like this TV to me. Like that's the
like that's not realistic, really. Like he's still living the same fucking house he did when he was in high school. Like how is that possible if everybody know
who he is and what he doing?
Like that doesn't really make any sense.
Y'all got to think about the year though. Like you honestly got to think about all this is new to everybody
in the 80s. So what, sure. Bro? Listen, so what?
But they also the West Coast is just different. Period.
Yeah, you can say that too.
Like, the West Coast is different. They
gangbangers know where all gangbangers live at. So I understand that.
Right. So it's just like
everybody know where their moms stay at.
At that time, it was all about protecting the neighborhood and shit like that. So you feel me? So
listen, bro. I don't give a fuck if it's 1798, bitch, or 2198. If I'm the biggest fucking cocaine dealer this side of Trenton, there's no way my mom's staying in the same house. Bitch, I went to junior high and shit like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like
that's not happening, bro.
The Ant's credit, that was the house he grew up in. Like everybody know you there, nigga. Like,
your mom is there. Your mom lives there.
We also have to remember back in those days, and I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty sure she might have said, I don't want to leave my house. This is her house. So when your grandmama or your mother doesn't want to leave the hood, that has happened so many times.
I get that shit.
You leave, though.
Okay, yeah, that's a different
You got to leave. You can't bring that shit to their crib. Like, if they don't want to leave, you got to leave them.
I wouldn't even go to my mom's crib if it was like that. Yeah, me personally, I wouldn't even go over there.
You bring heat. Every time you drive go in the driveway, you bring heat to your mom's crib. That doesn't make any sense.
Remember, Money Making Mitch still lived with his parents.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I'm saying drug dealers don't have the mentality to actually do good. Like they just want to stay where they're loved at. They want to stay home, close to home.
I hear that shit.
That makes sense.
I hear that.
Niggas got wild cars, wild jewelry, but go home.
So many rappers that same way that died the same way in the hood and shit.
And that's why I was saying before how we're conditioned not to leave either. It's the same shit.
Right.
Like they got all that money. Why Leon's still there, yo?
Who's gonna love them in Nevada?
Why is Leon still
Why do you give a fuck about love if you a millionaire?
Because they said I
don't give a fuck about the niggas in the hood loving me if I got 30 million in the bank.
And I get what you're saying.
That's not natural niggas thinking though.
Right. I'm saying that Money Making Bitch, like the movie, he said, I can stop.
Yeah, but they still love me.
Still gonna love me. So at the end of the day, you still want that celebrity. This is the first time we dirty ass hood kids still in quarter juices. Now we're celebrities.
And you like this the first time too.
And he still lived in a project.
Yeah.
Right. But they love me now. And I'm somebody. If I go move to Utah to hide my bread, I'm a nobody with money.
That's different though. I'm just saying, look, man, think about who Franklin is and who money making Mitch is though. I'm just talking about the level of what they were doing. Bro, if I had a fucking storehouse of 100 keys in there, bro, there's no way I'm living in the projects.
Yeah, Franklin don't seem like he was the type of person to be that low. Like niggas all knew who the plug was.
I gotta be low.
Like if I was Franklin, niggas wouldn't even know I was the plug.
That's what I'm saying. Like I would be so, but this again, this is different. This is new. California is new. Yeah. You know what I mean? The niggas is different, but
like they don't know how to do it like we would do it now, if that makes sense.
And I also guess what I'm saying is we're also 40-something and 30-something-year-old men. We just had an episode last week. 18, like he was just a high school. So at the end of the day, his brain ain't processing.
You're right.
Nothing but what he's doing, because every day,
old drug dealers and young drug dealers are not the same type of drug dealers.
Right.
Like we have to take that into consideration that this is the 80s. This is the first time, and Franklin is just out of high school, tried to go to college, right? Didn't get in. I remember all of that. Like he was doing some things, and now
that part of the show threw me all the way to fuck.
So what year are we in now that this is season 4?
I don't think they go
by year in the season.
It was in the 80s somewhere.
It's got to be in the mid 80s. Jay, what part threw you off? Him not getting in the
whole college thing. I thought that was like a dream when he was shot.
Maybe it was, but
no. I'm talking about like in the beginning of the show though, like season 1. We knew that he had got out of high school and didn't want to go to college. That's what.
You got to tell the origin story, the backstory.
Yeah, would you talk about? Yeah, that was a dream. That was fate. That was like
still was where he would have rather been. Like he
he was supposed to go to college, but he decided to sell weed from Jerome. Remember?
So we can
Jerome was the weed connect. And
so with the high school to college thing, we can see how old he is. That's what we're doing. We're connecting his age. So we're saying he's 20. Yep. Could be 20, 21.
Because remember when the series started, he had got out of high school, and his mom and Jerome wasn't talking because he always used to chill with Jerome and wanted to sell weed from him. That was the only reason. Remember him and his mom didn't get along.
True shit.
Yeah. So
I was moving my mom out the hood. Fuck all that. 18, 16. She wasn't staying there. That's all I'm saying. Fuck it. Just want to put that out there.
Here's a situation for me, right? My mother, like I'm just gonna go my mother's situation, right? My mother had a situation where she was young, where she felt abandoned, right? So in return, what does she do? She gets a house to where if her kids ever needed anything, she's there for them. It's just the whole thing about how you were raised. So I'm saying like this, when I make a lot of money, I want to buy my mother a house, right? That sounds good to me. But would that be okay with her? Because her end game is to always make sure her kids are good, right? So if I was to buy her a house, it had to probably be on her conditions as to where and how big it is, so all of her babies can still fit in there. I'm saying that you want to get your mother out the hood. A lot of us do, but they just might have a different vision of what they want. Now
I hear that.
It depends on the mother. Because if I told my mom to move, she would have been like, "Nah."
That's what I'm saying,
bro.
My mom
want to get out the hood.
Nah,
want to get your mother out the hood to do whatever. But if she like, I'm good here.
This is what I'm saying though, bro. So you can't. I personally, if that's the case, I wouldn't go see my mom at her house.
Right. I would be like, Aunt, I wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go there ever.
Right.
If I know I can't move her, I will move myself. I'll be somewhere else.
So what do y'all think that's going to do though? Eventually, they know. Jay, go ahead, Jay.
It's not the same. It's not the same sandwich, but y'all know where I live at. y'all know where I live at. So when they was rioting,
we don't know
downtown,
out
north.
Just found that out.
When they was rioting downtown, how close it was, like niggas was going down the wrong way of my street. Like that shit could have quickly escalated down my block to breaking into homes and shit like that. Okay. Like the first night I took my mom out Levittown, but after that she was like, "No, I'm staying home." She was like, "I'm not leaving my house." You got what I'm saying? With the potential of
nothing.
If niggas was to start breaking into houses during that time of the rioting, she was just like, "Nah, I'll just stay in my house." She was like, "I'm not leaving." So in a sense where you have rappers now still talking about, I made it big, but my mom is still in the projects because she says she's not leaving her house. This is where she wants to stay. So it's to Flaw's point is like what can you do? You can't pick your mom up and be like, I bought you a crib. Yeah.
And if you Franklin, they'll find out who your mother. They'll find out who your mother is anyway. So if you went to go visit her or not,
that's what I'm saying though. Like these niggas never left.
Yeah,
he's been in the same house that he grew up in.
I don't see that.
That's why I don't understand that.
That's
shit.
not smart to me. And he's supposed to be a smart one, but that's really not smart to me. You that nigga, but you still got your mom in jeopardy.
But think of this though. Honestly, the way we grew up, like say if you in the projects, right? All the drug dealers' moms lived in the projects, and it's the same shit, really. Like you knew the biggest drug dealers who their family was. Yeah, it's really the same thing. It's just if you got the balls to fuck with them or not. So I guess that's what they thinking. Like you wouldn't shoot up Franklin's house, even though everybody know where he live at. Because if you did,
you know what's gonna happen, type shit. Like what's
gonna happen. I'm thinking
but you can't put nothing past nobody, bro. Because somebody gonna be that like fuck Franklin mom's house, bitch. Like
because obviously Scully don't know where his mom live at, right? That's what I'm saying. Because somebody like Scully would not care. Everybody in his neighborhood cares though, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's why they walking around Compton still like it's all gravy. Like Scully can't come from Inglewood, like it's that far. Find them and kill them. They walking around like it's all gravy. It's not that far.
Yeah. So we got 2 episodes left. At the end of the episode, Franklin with the shoes and the cane walks up on old girl and got the gun to her. And I think it's going to be a hard kill. I think they got to have to kill her, or
I don't think he's going to kill her.
That shit ain't hard.
Maybe not. It's for him. I'm saying like she massages.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. He like her.
He like her. Flip the script. Yep. He's about to flip the script and try to have her flip.
She's about to be a double agent.
Have her working, double agent. Yeah. Tell him, you gonna meet the plug. He's gonna be right here. Yep.
Call him right now. Tell him I got the plug.
Yep. And we're gonna set him up. The plug gonna meet you right here.
Because you gotta think about it. He obviously likes her, right?
Yep.
If she shit is out the window.
That's what I'm saying.
I really do not think so. You know why? You gotta remember the reason she's doing this in the first place. To save her brother.
I don't, bitch. You're trying to set
me up. Save her brother. She's trying to save her brother.
I understand in real life.
You and your brother.
I understand in real life that makes sense, Jay. I'm talking about Franklin and Snowfall. Once he finds out she's only doing this to save her brother, it has nothing to do with him personally. If he already been knocking it down and treating her like wifey, he's not going to kill her, and he's going to try to save her brother too. I guarantee it. Watch. I'm not saying it's good. I'm saying that's what he's going to do.
Get out of your emotions, nigga.
Like we gonna work this out that we gonna get Man Boy and Scully and save your brother. Watch. He ain't gonna just kill her.
You know these bitches ain't loyal.
Because in that case, he would have killed her at the end of the episode. Like they're saving her for a reason. Like she has information. They go get it out of her, and he gonna use that. And he gonna save her. They're not gonna kill her. Nah, I don't see it.
I agree with you, Real.
Not Kane, Franklin.
Yeah, Kane. Yeah,
not Kane Walker Franklin. Maybe like first, second episode.
He's got a heart. Like the only reason why he pistol whipped his pops because he's just been angry there for a long time. But that's
the only reason.
Everybody else, man. Like, I love.
That ain't the only reason. Shit.
He pistol whipped his pops because of the shit that happened in the past.
Even if he wasn't angry at his pops for the past, he still deserved to get pistol whipped.
He deserved, but he wouldn't have pistol whipped Leon.
He should have shot.
He wouldn't have pistol whipped Leon for nothing. I'm just saying. Yes, pops deserved it. Right there. But Leon only did it. I mean, Franklin only did it because of the animosity that's always been there.
Right. You got to think about people died because of what shit Leon did, and he wouldn't have did that. Ain't nobody died what his pops did. His pops actually did the right shit.
And got pistol whipped for it, bitch. And then came back to the crib like, yeah.
His mom was like, why are you talking to me? You had a chance to talk to me. You decided to talk to the reporter instead. That shit hurt, bitch.
Leon killed the baby, and Franklin's still like, can't do it.
Damn, can't do it. That's my man's. So nah, he gun butted him or pistol whipped him because of the shit that happened in the past. Like he left him. He used to beat on his mom. He was an alcoholic and left. Mm-hmm. That's why he whooped his ass now, because you came back and fucked everything up.
That's my man.
Let me get my song, nigga.
That's my man.
Yeah.
But other than that, It was kind of like, not saying it was a light episode, but you could tell this was one of the episodes that, wasn't that much action in it, except for like the shooting that happened at the funeral. And the only thing that came up from that was, Louis being hospitalized. I don't think she's gonna die. I think she's gonna be, shot up and everything. And I think Jerome go start a war, obviously. But I don't think, other than that, that's the only thing that really happened in the episode. Like that was a weak episode compared to the other ones.
Which is what it was weak too, honestly. But if you think about it now at the crossroads,
still good though.
At the crossroads, though, you got Franklin, like we just discussed, is going to take care of it his way, and Jerome going to have to take care of it his way. The only problem is Jerome is the only one that's not going to listen to Franklin. So Franklin has another decision to make,
right?
Because Jerome wants a bloodbath. Meanwhile, Franklin has another way. We don't have to do that. I got the snake.
Y'all notice it's the same storylines kind of over and over again, though. Like I'm starting to see the cycle in the writing because this is the same thing he had with Kevin. Remember he shot dude in the leg and he ended up dying. Yeah. That they boy Kevin. It's kind of like the same thing. He wanted
that nigga was getting high though, bro. Like
he was getting high,
kind of weird.
But he wanted to, he wanted to have stuff for his own. Didn't want to work for Franklin, but he didn't care about starting the war with the
essays. Yeah.
So that's when Franklin shot him because if he would have did that, it would have started a war
in the park.
This
right?
might be the same exact thing.
So he's going to put down Jam and Jerome. You think so?
No.
Okay.
I think this is the set. I think
it's kind of going towards the same way.
Right. Like it's going towards the same way, but this time he's not going to pull.
You think they're going to revisit it in the script? Like, this is the same shit, Kevin.
Right. Because remember, he shot Kevin. He didn't mean to kill him. He ended up dying. So he's not going to shoot Jerome, yo.
I don't see him shooting Jerome.
He might have that decision, but he's not going to do it.
But Jerome going to leave. If he don't shoot Jerome and he come to that, Jerome going to leave and bitch, he ain't going to fuck with him no more type shit.
Right.
And they need Jerome.
Because Jerome is the type of person like he'd just be out. Like, I'm not fucking with this no more. Especially if Louis die. If Louis die, it's a shot, wrap.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. He's not going to give a fuck about this shit no more because he don't care about the money like the rest of the people do. Like, he already said that numerous times. He don't care about like, he already rich. They can leave. This nigga wanted to sell speakers.
Yeah. Right. That's all he wanted to do.
He was jamming Jerome.
Hey, yo, fellas, my allergies is killing me. We have to do this production meeting some other time.
All right, man. We about to get off YouTube.
We got a week.
Yeah. We'll check everybody out next week, man. We'll probably skip Wednesday. The next episode is episode 100, and it'll probably be next Sunday. So
100 on niggas.
We'll